Good.
All right, here we go. We're back live here at Westport High School. Don't know what you heard. I guess we went off the air, but I want to thank my man Dano for fixing it. And we are back. And before we go
Check,
much
check.
further, I do want to. I can hear it. There you go.
Yeah,
We
you
got
can
the
hear it. We
delay.
can hear now.
You could turn that off. All right. So before we go much further, I do want to thank McCarson Electric. Call David at 352-812-4486 for all of your commercial and residential needs. And we couldn't do this without him. Best electrician in town. I know you had some work done by him, John.
Oh yeah, he did great. Well, he didn't come. He sent his work.
Well, same thing. It's probably best because then his wife didn't yell at him the whole time.
Well, I'm glad we're back on air after having those technical difficulties. I bet you the FHSA probably shut us down.
Well, again, if you just stop calling attention to him.
I had to call him out. I had to call him
We
out for
did
being
pay.
greedy.
We did pay our fee. So, again, so tonight we've got Spruce Creek, who's over at Port Orange. They've probably got 70 kids dressed out.
A lot of kids, but they obviously I think they moved a lot of kids up from the JV team, and like we were saying, we'll go back to probably where we got cut off in terms of this Spruce Creek team. We don't know a whole lot about them. We've got viewers right now, so we are live. So this is a good thing now. We're back on the air, but you know Spruce Creek they went 5-3 this year. They won all the games they probably should have won. Of the 5 games they won, 4 were actually against pretty respectable programs. The 3 losses they have were against complete juggernauts. They lost to Mainland 13-10, who's not only one of the best teams in the state, but probably one of the better programs in the country. Then they barely lose to DeLand 30-24, who's another very good, powerful program. And then the third loss came against Seminole Sanford, just outside that Orlando area. They lost 28-24 to Seminole Sanford, who's another very good program. So, certainly, I'm expecting a pretty good football team tonight. Unfortunately for the Wolfpack, I'm not expecting them to win this game. My prediction was a 28-6 win by Spruce Creek. I will say if Gavin Savino was at quarterback and they did not fall to COVID protocol with other guys such as Shep Mason and Ordante Miller, I think this could be a lot more competitive game, and Westport could even potentially win the game. But unfortunately, I just think there's too many variables preventing that from happening.
Yeah, and we've gone pretty far without mentioning some of the awards that were given out this week, and we're going to get in deep into that, I think, throughout the broadcast tonight. But it really starts with Coach Steve Rim, who won
8A Coach of the Year.
The 8A class of the Coach of the Year.
For this district, though, not for
correct.
the state, for the district.
And again, I'm on record. I've been a huge fan of Steve Rim since I worked with him when my son was in 8th grade and we coached together. I respect the heck out of him, but I had no idea he could turn around this program this fast and this effectively.
If I had to pick a Coach of the Year for the entire county, it would go to Steve Rim. And that's not me being biased. It's due to the fact of how well he turned it around. Obviously there are coaches of teams who had better records who beat him, such as Price Harris of Denellen
sure.
and Edwin Farmer of Vanguard, but that was expected.
Right.
I think when you look at Coach of the Year, you got to give it to a guy who exceeded the expectations. And certainly Steve Rem exceeded the expectations. I mean, if there's really 2 programs this year who I thought turned things around for the better, it was Westport High School and Forest High School. And then you got to look at the head-to-head matchup and who won that game. Well, hey, Westport won. Let's give Coach of the Year to Steve Rem. If Forrest wins that game, I'm probably giving Coach of the Year to Robin Williams.
Yeah, and the one difference I would say, and the reason, again, I'm biased. The reason I'd give that nod to Coach Rem is because this is Robin's 2nd year. This is, and again, if you watched any of that film from last year's Westport team, and you compared it to this year, there is no comparison. Yeah. Granted, they're not playing the same people, but there is no comparison. It's Coach Kaz shows up, which is always good.
Fashionably late with hot dog in hand.
Yeah. So, but again, I'm just absolutely amazed at the difference in these 2 football teams from last year to this year.
Yeah.
And what could this team have been if they had Savino for all those games, or even a quarterback?
Well,
there was no functioning quarterback last week with Dunellen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were a heck of a lot they were actually pretty even without Savino. They were competitive for almost a full half against Vanguard.
Yeah,
Quite honestly, if they have Savino that game, I think Force is up by halftime. Now, whether or not they actually win by the end is a whole other story. That's a whole other debate in itself. And,
Sure.
And ultimately, yeah, I think talent would have worked its way out, and Vanguard may end up winning that game. But yeah, not having Savino just makes it completely different.
Yeah, so the coach is here, the troll is here. I'm the pro, Galen. John Ivory, Coach Castaneda, and they're going to do the national anthem. And so we're going to step aside.
It looks like they're going to start this game pretty early too.
They do here.
They only have 8 minutes on.
Like messing with you, Galen.
I don't like it. Well, at least I don't have a 5-minute interview with Steve Rim. But before we take a break, I do want to thank McCarson Electric. And you are listening to high school football right here on WOCA. The Source.
Work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
WOCA. Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
You're getting ready to move, and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
WOCA.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA. I'm Galen Unolden, and I'm joined with Coach Castaneda and John Ivory, the troll. And Coach Cas, welcome back. Hope you're feeling good. How you doing over there?
Doing fine. I can hear. I had a bad ear infection. Both my ears were stopped up. I couldn't hear anything.
That's awesome.
So where are we at now with this? We're going to talk players of the county. What are we going to do?
Well, we have a couple of minutes. We have 5 minutes, and I want to continue that conversation because Coach Cas, we were talking about before the break with Steve Rim winning the Coach of the Year award. And again, you've talked about it a lot.
But I said I would even give him Coach of the Year for the whole county if they.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, I agree with that, but I tell you what, Price has done a heck of a job at Denell these last 2 years.
Yeah.
But he did.
But he did what he was expected to do.
But still doing it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And made a big turnaround.
Yeah, when I told Galen that on the phone yesterday, I said, if Steve Rim were to not get it, you absolutely give it to Price Harris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But
and again, I think that's the key. And again, Kaz, you watched this Westport team last year. They're unrecognizable to the team last year. This year, the improvements that they made, and the pride that's starting to form at this school is impressive. As the big fella, the senior, possibly playing his last football game here for Westport, comes out with Brooks, and I think he could have been Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Yeah. But you know what they did? That was the FACA one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So usually they have everybody in each classification. You know that.
Well, you know, and
Brooks might make first team or player of the year still for Star Banner.
Sure.
Well, and I've heard some whispers too of some people upset that maybe Trent Townsend got player of the year over Trevante Rucker. But you know, my opinion on that is, listen, we all understand Rucker is the most talented player in the county. He's the most heralded player in the county from a recruiting standpoint. But hey, Denellen beat Vanguard this year,
Well,
and you. I think that's what gives Trent Townsend the edge on Player of the Year over Rucker.
And I'm going to go one step further. Trent Townsend had a better season, and if you're going to go with a wide receiver, then you got to go with Fitzpatrick. L.J. Fitzpatrick of Dunellen, who had a monster season as a junior.
Yeah.
Rucker is incredibly talented. I love the kid, but he just wasn't the Player of the Year. That's not his fault. That offensive line is atrocious.
Well, and quite honestly, the one game that we did cover for Vanguard this year, they just did a very poor job of actually getting him the football, too.
Yeah, he didn't get enough touches at all.
And they haven't gotten much more than that over the last couple of weeks.
Well,
So-
it looks like they're going to start the game early,
They always do.
as usual.
They always do.
they're-
I don't understand
They're,
what
they're
Jimmy's
starting
doing
the
over there.
game 8 minutes early.
And I guess they're ready to go, but you know, we're ready. This
We
guy
didn't-
only
we
took
didn't-
one break.
We didn't get to talk
This
to
is
we didn't get to
ridiculous.
talk to Bellevue football coaching
No.
opening. I mean, maybe we'll do that at halftime.
String that along. It's a conversation, John. It's a conversation. The troll is all excited because he's the front runner right now. Kaz, I don't know if you knew this. You know, John Ivory is right now the front runner to become the next Bellevue football head coach. I'm not even
Don't do
kidding.
it, John.
Hey,
You'll be great.
Cass,
You've seen Ray. You've seen Ray.
Cass would be my number one critic if that happened. Hey,
No, it wouldn't.
we are going to dispel those
I would-
rumors right now. John Ivory, myself, I am not a candidate for the Bellevue High School coaching job.
We are starting 7 minutes early, people.
Yeah. Whose idea was this?
Why don't they just start the game at 7? All right.
Yeah.
So here we go. So Spruce Creek, they're called the Hawks. They're going to be kicking off to the Westport Wolfpack. The kicker is going to be Aiden Candler, and he puts his foot into it. It's bounced, and now it's picked up by Hopkins. He heads up the middle, cuts it back to the right side, and is popped. It'll be 1st and 10 for the first possession of the game for Westport as they move from our right to our left. And obviously, Spruce Creek kicked that into the wind, and it's a pretty stiff breeze, Kaz. Is that going to have a factor on a quarterback who doesn't throw
Well,
the
we're
ball
off
that
field
well?
position usually in this first quarter here. Field position is going to determine a lot. Kicking or punting into the wind or having the wind behind you. But I'm anxious to see what Westport's going to do now without Bryce. I was anxious to see what Bryce would do, but we'll see what this kid does. I think he'll do a good job. I
He
think
needs to
he
do
will.
better than last week, so he's going to come to the line. He's going to have a single back set, 2 flankers and 2 short wide receivers with a tight end. He's going to fake it. He's going to roll out. He's looking deep. He's got a man open. Took a long time, but Hill catches it. He's at the 40 and runs out of bounds inside.
Now, what did I just say?
territory.
What did I just say?
Hey, well, gutsy play call by Coach Rem right off the bat, rolling out with his third-string quarterback. I mean,
And that's a good throw.
Lenore Hill was wide open for a long, long time, and he just finally got the ball. And was
yeah,
able to put
you know,
it
it was
upfield.
just, and that just looked like really just a really deep drag route that
Right.
Leonard Hill was running there.
Was it a
So-
corner route by the
formation.
tight end?
no,
High
he
formation.
drug across
They're
the
going to
field.
hand it to the running back, and that's Hopkins, and he picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. The ball sits at the Spruce Creek 41. 11:22 left to go here in the first quarter. First possession for the Westport Wolfpack.
I think you're going to see a lot of work with Hopkins running outside. Because they do have a quick. They don't look that big up front, but yeah,
can't
watching them
hear
on
him
field,
barely.
they're very aggressive. Oh, you can't get it?
Well, he keeps fluctuating his voice.
Oh.
I'm having to ride it. All right, because you could just take your headphones off. He's right next to you.
Look for a
John
sweep
Ivory.
here.
All right, so we're going to do the offset eye. Hopkins is going to get the toss sweep to the left. He needs a block. He cuts it upfield and manages to get back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more. It'll be 3rd down and a long 6. Good call, Coach Cass.
Well, I tell you, they just about stripped that ball out of his hands.
Well, they do a good job pursuing. That's one thing I noticed on film. They come out and they have a good job. The safeties come up quick and everything. So any type of halfback pass might be there, but they do a good job of pursuing on defense.
Well, it will be a 3rd and long, and this is the down that really killed them last week. or 2 weeks ago rather, against Dunellen, the Wolfpack could not convert on third down. So now they're going to spread things out, 2 wideouts each way. Hopkins is the lone back as Chaz is in shotgun. He drops back. He's going to fire to the left side on the flanker route, looking for Barnes, and Barnes just couldn't find it.
Yeah,
And
they just ran. Everyone ran stop and goes there. Every single guy ran a stop and go. All 4 wideouts. Botched call by the official there.
He got him in a face mask.
Yeah, as Buster, the intended receiver, was going for the ball, the corner literally grabbed his face mask. Although there is a flag, but I don't think they're calling that.
That's in the holding territory.
Yeah, I
there,
think
John.
they're calling something else. But that should have been a penalty on Spruce Creek, and
That'll be holding. They're going to decline it.
Charles LaRocco needs to get his staff tightened up a little bit, or else it's going to be a long night for him.
That took 1 minute and 52 seconds if you betted the under for how quickly the Troll would go after LaRocco.
Well, and not only do they botch the face mask call, but they call a holding on Westport.
And I didn't see it. I
didn't see it
I was
either.
watching the ball, so nonetheless, it'll be 4th down and 7, so that'll force them to punt. Buster is going to do the punting, and there is no one back deep for the Hawks. So maybe they can get it inside the territory. He kicks a high floating kick that's going to bounce at about the 15 and bounce backwards to the 21-yard line where it's down.
Well,
by the Wolfpack.
Spruce Creek must have watched some film and saw that Westport has 0 kicking game. That's why they had no one deep.
Well, he almost kicked it backwards. He did kick it past the chains, which has been an issue in the past. But this will be the first time Spruce Creek gets the football. They're going to be led by DeMarcus Creeley. Let's see what he can do. He's a sophomore. He's 6'1", 160. He's got a rocket on this right side of his body, and he can really sling it. Not much of a touch guy, but he is a dual threat back there. And, again, Spruce Creek's going to run that spread. They're going to have 3 wideouts to the bottom, 1 to the top. Creeley calls the snap. He's in shotgun. He's going to ride the running back, and he's going to hand it off. That's Watson. He heads over the left side. He's going to pick up 1 yard. Good job by the Westport defense of stringing that out.
Yeah, and that kind of looked like what's the old play that they used to run with Edgerrin James and Peyton Manning, where they would try to hit the edge.
Oh, that was the old zone?
Not even so much.
They
It was
do
a
a lot of
zone,
pull.
but that's what that play kind of looked like there.
Well, they're faking it, and the quarterback has the option to keep it and run up the middle. So the linebackers take off.
They're going to go quick here. 3 wideouts to the bottom. They're going to send a man in motion. That's Robinson. They're going to give it to Wilson in the backfield this time. He breaks a tackle but can't get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they're going to give him forward progress, but nonetheless, it'll be 3rd and a long 7 or 8. Let's see where they spot that.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm impressed with Westport. It looks like they're a lot bigger than the Spruce Creek team, doesn't it?
They are bigger. They are bigger, and we said that in film. You can even see this is not a physically big team. They just got like 75 football players.
But hey, if any of these guys are in the weightlifting program, they are strong.
Oh, yeah, remember that.
27 weightlifting state championships for Spruce Creek.
But none of them played football.
I know, that's bizarre.
So they're going to set up 3rd and 7 here. Creeley's going to look over the defense. Again, they're going to have 3 to the top. He's going to look that way. Fires across the middle. He's got a man. That ball is dropped. Good call there by LaRocco, who the flare came out there as he's that middle judge. It'll be 4th down and 7, and the Wolfpack hold. Big play there. They should get good field position.
That was good coverage.
Yeah, and that was a nice job by McCarson closing in on the ball there. I mean, he was a safety, came up, hit the guy from behind, and ultimately caused the receiver to drop that pass.
Byers is the punter. Hopkins is going to go back deep. He's going to stand on his own 45. Nice rugby-style kick. That's going to take a big bounce. Go into Westport territory. It'll be down at the 41. So after that, they start pretty much where they started last time, right up there at the 41. Let's see what they can do.
And nice job by the Westport defense forcing a 3 and out there. Really came up
huge play.
Really came up big. And let's see if LaRocco and his staff can make up this drive for the botch miss face mask.
LaRocco is not the white cap
that the entire stadium saw.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the quarterback for Westport, if you watch when he throws the ball deep, me and Gavin were talking about it, he lifts his head up and he don't give very much. He can't throw a deep ball. But his intermediate and short passes are very good. He got good technique on that. So let's see if they go more to running shorter routes and trying to go deep.
So Seidel's going to go to the line. He's going to look to the left.
There he is, wide
there,
open.
Flies one down the line. He had a guy who just overthrew
They
him by a
faked the
good
bubble
10
and ran a
yards.
slant.
Yeah, they faked that little screen and
the receiver act blocked.
Receiver
and took
went.
off.
Receiver
So
took
wide
off.
open.
I tell you though, Spruce Creek got away with a little bit of a hold there on the receiver.
Yeah.
Defensive back held his jersey, number 31 there
Well,
for,
I'll tell you what,
for Spruce
this
Creek.
guy down here in our sideline has not done anything.
Yeah.
He must have been the one who wants to hurry up and get home.
Eating something.
The sideline official
That's
here
two.
on the Westport side is terrible. He
He's
has
missing
now
face
two.
mask and a hold.
Yeah, he now has 2 missed calls in a row on 2 pass plays in a row.
Two
All
for-
right.
two for
Welcome
two.
back, Coach Kaz. The troll is in
Yep.
full form. Seidel is going to call the snap. He's going to
Here
drop
comes the
back, blitz to
blitz.
the left. He's under all kinds of pressure. He's going to be brought down for about an 8-yard loss. That'll set up 3rd and 18. He can't hold the football for that long.
Nah, they had a blitz from the outside linebacker in there. He looked. They had it covered pretty good.
He's hurt, too. He's hurt. That would be the 5th string. Now they may have to go to the 5th string wide quarterback.
With
He's
Buster.
dragging that arm.
Yeah, this is
So it
good.
looks like Buster's going to become your new quarterback here. And again, the quarterback injury is just hitting again.
Yeah, so this is not good for Westport. Had Chaz Seidel being out, this is
Terrible break
this
for the
is terrible,
senior.
terrible. Now, but Buster Barnes is now warming up as we see him. So, hey, this is the type of stuff that you live for if you're a leader of the team like Buster Barnes.
Yeah, it is what it is. Now you got a good runner at quarterback position, so you added another play with quarterback sweep and quarterback power.
It's tough to come in, too, isn't it, Coach, when it's 3rd and 18 and you got to make a play with 7:52
I was
left to go in the first
I was
quarter?
talking to Gavin before, and this reminds me of a couple years ago when I had Adam Robles at quarterback, and he came in, and I think his first play in the second half, he broke his arm. And I brought in a freshman who came in there. We were behind and came in and threw 3 touchdown passes. The freshman was Nicozy Perry. But you don't think, you go in there and you don't have nothing to think about. Now, I was worried about the following week when we were playing Trinity Christian, who had a really good team, and he had all week to think about it. And what does he do? 13 for 13 the first half and 3 touchdown passes, so, Buster going in right now, he'll do what he'll do. He'll do all right, I think. I really think he'll do all right.
So
I'm just worried about if he hurt his shoulder or.
Yeah, it looks like that collarbone, the way he's holding
Yeah,
his
because I
arm.
think he might have fallen on the tip of his shoulder.
Yeah. So Chaz Seidel is out with 7:52. This is the second possession of the game for the Wolfpack.
So they're now
And
down
Buster-
this is quarterback number 4. This is the 4th string quarterback technically.
Yeah, and so Buster, Jaileek Barnes is his real name, but anybody who calls him Jaileek doesn't know him.
All right, looks like a double pass or a quick screen to the outside, or he's going to run it.
So
Going
Barnes is
5
going to
wide.
drop back. He looks to the left. He's going to fire deep. Pretty ball. Let's see if somebody can make a play. And they drop it. Oh, that was intended for, I think that was Velasquez, and he just had it in his hands and couldn't bring it down.
Well, he baited that defensive back up. The defensive back was just looking at the ball. He cut it right in front of it and
Coach
dropped
Rem
it.
just said, hey, let's just rip back and throw this thing deep, and that's what they did.
Oh, good ball there by Barnes.
Well, Buster's a rim, so they all can throw.
He doesn't punt as well as Steve.
Nah.
But he can sling it. And that was a poor coverage there. The wide receivers are open. Let's see if they can exploit that. So is Barnes going to stay in as the punter? It's 4th and 18, and now they're going to call a timeout. And that's going to give me a chance to thank McCarson Electric. McCarson Electric for all your commercial, residential, and any devices you need, call them. Call David McCarson at 352-812-4486. McCarson Electric. And boys, here we go, 4th and 18, and it looked like Coach Rim had something going on there.
Looks like his shoulder right there. Talking about the quarterback.
Yeah, he's done.
He might have separated his shoulder.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a collarbone like Gavin.
Yeah, that could be the last football game Chaz Seidel plays. That's unfortunate. He's in a tremendous amount of pain.
Yeah.
But it looked like Steve Rim had something going on because he had a wide open, uncovered wide receiver to the bottom, John.
Yeah, no, they were empty set there, and it looks. I mean, and quite honestly, it was kind of open. Like if he just would have just threw it quick and followed the blockers, hey, you never know.
And again, Steve was screaming at him on the sideline. So let's see where we end up here. Barnes is going to stay in at the punter. There's going to have 2 wide receivers each way. Back deep for Spruce Creek is going to be Hunter Schill.
Well, Spruce Creek is playing
There's a
safe.
kick. Buster puts his left foot into it. It's going to be angled to the sidelines. It's going to take a great hop for Westport.
Oh, that's
It's
a
gonna
great bounce.
all the way almost to the 25. They're going to down it at the 26. That's a nice kick by Buster
Buster.
Barnes.
Yeah, he got a lucky bounce. We'll put it that way.
Hey, you know what? No such thing as luck. Unless you're playing sports and betting the under. 7:35 mark of the first quarter, 0 on the scoreboard for both sides as the
And
Hawks get their possession for the second
my
time.
under's looking pretty good in this ball game right now.
Well, that's
Under
something.
what?
Anybody
I
who bets the
predicted
under is a
28
terrible
to
person.
6.
Terrible human being. All right, so here we go. Now the Hawks are going to come to the line. They're going to have a shotgun with 2 running backs to each side, no tight end, 2 wide outs to the top. Creeley's going to call the snap in shotgun. He's going to give it to Wilson. Wilson heads over the left side. Wow, huge game, but there's a whistle on the play.
Motion.
And that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Hawks for that motion.
Well, I'll tell you what, they blitzed right up the middle, and I don't know, you blitz, and they block him. That guy was wide open. He's running all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, and it looked like that middle, the
Well,
linebacker
the middle
blitz,
linebacker,
is
yeah,
that
he
what
was
it
in
was?
the gap, and they blocked him.
Yep.
That's what I never liked about blitzing is, unless you play good technique, blitzing is for where you're really weak, and I don't think Westport's weak up front. You got, where's Brooks playing?
Yeah, Brooks is the middle linebacker.
Yeah, so
now he's playing defensive end. Cotney's in the middle there for this session. It's going to be 1st and 15 now for Creeley. He calls a snap. He's going to ride the running back who heads over the left side, and that's Martin, and he's going to pick up maybe 3. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
And that was number for Westport. That was looked like number 30. Is that who I think it is?
Stokes?
Mose Gonzalez.
All right.
We haven't called his name all year.
No. 2nd and 12, Kaz, and when you get behind the chains early, it makes it really tough. And this doesn't so far look like an explosive offense.
No. Well, we'll see what kind of pressure they can put on him. He's a short quarterback, so let's see what he does.
He's going to throw a little flare route, and that's picked up by Aaron Robinson, who picks up 3 yards. Great pursuit there by the
Good
Wolfpack.
job.
It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, this Westport defense is playing impressive tonight. They're getting great pursuit to the ball, and I tell you, as much as Spruce Creek is trying to get to the edge, it's showing that I think the Westport defense has a little bit more speed.
Yeah, Hunter Mickler.
Well, that was a
catch.
lateral over there. Now, if they
Correct,
drop
sure
that
was.
pass, it's a free ball. They can pick it up.
Absolutely. And again, they were just trying to get the speed, and I don't think you're going to outrun Kamori Mathis over there on the right side. All right, it's 3rd now here, 3rd and 9 here. Creeley's going to give it to the running back, heads up the middle. He breaks through the line, gets all the way up and knocked out of bounds about the 45. It'll be 1st and 10 Hawks.
Yeah, and that time was just a simple run up the middle, but he actually hit the cutback lane there. Hit the cutback lane and got some extra yardage for the 1st down. So great vision and recognition by the running back. How do you say his name?
Sincere Wilson.
Sincere Wilson.
Very sincerely.
Hey, that was a sincere looking run.
It was like they wrote a letter.
It'll be 1st and 10 here from the 45 on the Hawks side of the ball. Shotgun for Sincere. Or I'm sorry, Criley rolls out, fires into the flats. He's got a man, and it's going to be caught for about a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Hawks.
Nice throw and catch there. Number 7 for Spruce Creek, Sebastian Moran, just running a simple comeback route.
Well, they ran a
got
little
the first
flood
down.
over there. They had 3 guys open.
Yeah.
And again, the Hawks like to go quickly here. Jyleek Barnes is going to come out, and that's going to give us a chance to take a timeout. There's a timeout on the field for the water break. At the 6:11 mark of the first quarter, no score right here. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, the source.
It's his right shoulder, it looks like.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
WOCA.
I don't understand that. Look that way. Look
Welcome
way
back
up
to
top.
high school football right here on WOCA The Source. It's 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Ball sits at the 45. They're going to give it to Wilson. Heads over the left side. Breaks a tackle. Breaks two. The line got some great movement there for looked like a bigger gain. Only turned out to be a 4-yard
Yeah,
gain.
the O-line got some amazing push there. I mean, they were kind of trouncing the front seven of
Well, the
Westport.
backside of Westport is penetrating too much, and that's why the cutback lane is there.
Yeah, that's Brooks on the right side, and we haven't seen him play D-end all year.
Yeah, this is an interesting look that we got going on defense right now.
2nd and 5 as the Creeley goes to the line. He's going to drop back, looks to his left side, now fires over the middle.
Oh,
And it's
good play.
caught. Great catch there.
No,
by
incomplete.
Hunter Minkler.
I don't think they gave it to him.
They sure did not. Your boy Larocco with a good call there.
Well, it was a
It'll be
good
3rd down
call,
and 5.
but even better coverage by Hopkins there.
Yeah,
so,
he came up really good, stripped the ball from
yeah,
him. Good play.
Hopkins made some amazing closing speed on that. If that was him, it looks like it is. Yep, number 1. So
Yeah, and again, Hopkins is being recruited by everybody. Some big-time schools in the ACC and SEC, including Clemson. 3rd and 5, 5:35 mark. Oh, and it's going to be a free 5 yards.
Yeah, and that's
For
going
the
to
Hawks,
and that's
and
going to
that'll be a
give them.
first down.
I don't know if they're going to get the first down. I think they're going to be about 3rd and a yard.
Ramey, the big fella in the middle, just jumped off sides, and it'll be 1st and 10 Hawks.
No,
3rd down still.
3rd down.
Oh, it's right at the line. All right. So now it looks like the Hawks are going to go big here, and they're going to bring in some of their beef package.
You know, I'll be honest. I don't know why Spruce Creek is trying so many different things offensively, like why they're throwing the ball, why they're trying to get to the edge. Running up the middle and hitting the cutback lane, it has worked every time for them tonight.
So they're going to go with a power I formation. The deep man is going to be Hunter Minkler. He's going to get the ball deep, and he's got a 1st down, maybe. Yep, the spot's going to give it to him. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
He kind of hesitated in the hole there.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, there
I
was
don't know
nothing
what
there.
he's- yeah.
There was nothing there.
Yeah, but you got literally a half a yard to go. You just go.
Well, he got it. He got it barely.
But yeah.
Kevin Minkler on the carry. And 1st and 10.
Well, Spruce
Hawks.
Creek is see their wide receivers are spread out almost to the sideline. The only thing they can beat you on is a slant. So I don't know why a guy goes way out there trying to get head up on him. He could play inside about 6-7 yards on the inside and be able to cover the slant. That's all he can beat you on.
All right, so Creeley.
Now he's got one-on-one coverage up top.
They're going to give it to the running back. That's Wilson. He cuts back, and he's going to be brought down after a 4-yard gain. That looked like a much bigger hole than that. It just kind of closed quickly.
It looked like a draw play. They're letting the lineman come through, and they're just handing the ball, and he's just going through them.
Yeah, they continue to hit that cutback. Coach Collins, he's going to have to fix something over there to stop this from happening, because if they don't adjust to this, Spruce Creek will live and die with the cutback.
Well, the defensive linemen are going straight upfield, and that's where your cutback is.
So 2 wide outs to the bottom, 1 to the top. They're going to hand it again to Minkler, who makes a man miss in the hole, and he's going to get right at the 1st down mark. It'll depend on the spot. And this field in this part of the playing surface is in terrible shape. It will be a 1st down at the 4:28 mark.
Well, that's what happens when you let soccer come out here and play games, and not only that, but they're probably letting them practice out here too, which is stupid and
'Cause of the
ridiculous.
lights.
Not to mention the band.
Yeah, and then the band gets to come out here and stomp all over the place. You know, one of the things you'll notice about soccer, the part of the field that they screw up the most is where the goalie is. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, if you look at where the goalie stands, it's always going to be the most deadest spot on the field. Like, what does the guy do? He just sits there and just kicks.
My son was a goalie for 4 years for the Vanguard Knights.
Goalies are horrible people.
All-county team. And
Goalies are horrible. Just like people who like to take the over in bets, goalies are like the people who take the over.
you're not going to get me to defend watching soccer. It's terrible. When it's January and it's 14 degrees and you're sitting on an aluminum bench, you're rethinking your life choices. 1st and 10 for Creeley. He's going to give it to Wilson again. He heads over the right side. He's got the edge, gets a block from his wide receiver and picks up 10. And that time he bounced it outside. They're going to mark him down after an 8-yard gain.
Well,
Nice run.
what's happening over there is they're playing man coverage. The receiver is like 3 yards from the sideline, and they ran it to the weak side, and he's playing man, so the receiver just runs straight upfield and takes the DB with him, where he could go ahead and loosen up some because the guy can run the slant.
Hey,
So,
look
up top.
You know what's pretty neat about this officiating crew tonight, though, that I respect the heck out of? Not a single one of them is wearing a mask or gloves.
Oh, you should have seen the mask at the basketball game last night. It was a mask, and it had this tube coming out of it that held the whistle.
Did it look like Bane?
No. It looked like the antithesis of Bane. They're going to hand it to the fumble! As the quarterback dropped the ball, there was a little mix-up between the wide receiver who was coming on a jet sweep and the quarterback, Criley, falls on it, and he gets popped for doing so. It's a 6-yard loss.
And Marani Hopkins came in and cleaned it up. So
Well, it looked like the quarterback was reading it and was going to keep it. And the receiver, kept the handoff. He just kept on the ball. Because that's a read play for the quarterback.
Well, I will tell you, the official at halftime removed the mask because it looked, it kind of turned downwards. It was not a pretty look. All right, so 3 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. They're going to send a man in motion to make it 2 each way. Criley drops back, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Oh, and they're going to call a flag, and I think Hopkins got a little.
Yeah, he got a little contact there.
You know what though? You know what though? If you're going to call that, you got to call the one over here where Buster got grabbed by the face mask, and you got to call the holding over here too.
I agree, but it's a different official.
You can't. Different official, but you know
now,
what?
These guys have never worked together.
You can't pick and choose.
And that's one thing I hate that the FHSA. Just the one thing that I hate that the FHSA does is they pull refs from all over the place. They have no continuity.
So they're not.
Know them.
What would be the purpose of that?
I have no idea.
Oh, they're trying to reward officials, saying, we got the best officials.
Yeah,
but you don't have the best crew. It ought to be by crews.
Criley's in shotgun, 2 wideouts each way.
FHSA does a lot of ass backward things.
Wilson's to the left. He's going to get the handoff, heads right up the middle.
There's a cutback again.
Tries to break a tackle, but doesn't do much with it. Picks up 3. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Well, big play here for the Wolfpack.
Cass, you missed it before you got here, actually. So apparently the Westport Report, the TV station, they're not allowed to broadcast the game. If they do, they got to pay the FHSA $500.
Oh, that's right, because they got to have their money.
So, but we are still broadcasting ours.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good luck getting paid. Good luck.
Now, one thing
get me, Beasley.
One thing I got to give them credit for now. They've done a pretty good job with this, getting the playoff thing going and all this stuff.
The Hawks are going to run it up the left side, and they're going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe they're going to give them forward progress at the line. It'll set up 4th down and 1 here. It's decision time for the team from Port Orange and Andy Price.
Well, here they come out in the power eye, you think?
I would. They got some beef back there.
Yeah.
And then it's all about getting that handoff correctly done and in time.
Well, they're going to have to come low on defense and try to make a stalemate because they're going to run it inside the tackles.
2:05 left to go. They can get a first down and not score here. It's going to be 4th and 1 from about the 2-yard line. They're going to be in an power eye, and both fullbacks are basically right behind the offensive line.
It almost looks like a victory formation.
Oh, and the Hawks are going to call timeout. The deep man on that play was Minkler, and he's for a 5'11", 180 junior. The kid's got great wheels, and it just explodes on film. He is incredibly quick.
That formation looked like they were going to run a quarterback sneak. They had the two linemen right up there.
It's the same formation they had last time on the 3rd and short.
I thought they were in power eye last time.
No, they were in that.
Okay.
They were in what looks like a victory formation.
Yeah. Well, this time the difference was the last time they were in a power eye. This time they just shifted those fullbacks further.
They had
up.
them right inside the guard or out inside between the guard and tackle.
I don't know what you'd call that, Kaz, an up close power eye.
They have them up close. Usually on a quarterback sneak, they wedge block and try to push give the quarterback a push.
Yeah. All right, but that'll give me a chance to, again, thank McCarson Electric, 352-812-4486.
Here we
for
go.
all of your commercial, residential, and electrical needs. Same formation. 1 wide out to the bottom. He'll be covered there by Hopkins. So the quarterback, Creeley, is going to be underneath the center. He's going to hand it to the deep man, Minkler, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a turnover on downs unless they get a miracle Vanguard in the state final spot. It's first down Westport.
And I tell you, you got to give credit to a few people there. Well, first of all, the tackle was by number 72, Braden Ramey. He made the play there. but the entire defensive line did a great job of submarining,
Staying low.
getting low, chopping the knees, and really did not allow any type of blocking to let the running back get anywhere. So really the big credit there goes to the defensive line for submarining and
They
getting
did a
low.
great job.
Right,
They did a great job making a stalemate.
Well, we're now at the point where let's see if Westport can run the ball. They haven't really done much of effectively.
Go ahead, Buster. Throw it deep.
Let's see what they can do. I formation, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver to the top. They're going to fake it. He's going to throw it. He's going to post route. He gives it a lot of air. The defender falls down, and he just couldn't
He
catch
got
it.
interfered with.
Come on, that's got to
Well,
be
we got a flag. We got a flag, and it looks like the sideline ref from here is finally going to call something.
Yeah.
It's a call.
But what's interesting is the sideline ref on the other side did not bother calling.
Or the back judge, too.
Who was closer to the play.
And the only thing is he must have been screened or something, but that'll be an easy 10-yard penalty. No automatic first down, no spot.
Did I call it?
Well thrown there, ball there by Buster.
Oh, yeah, Buster could throw it deep.
Intended for Leonard Hill, and it'll be 1st and 10, and that gets him out of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 1:35 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, there's your mismatch up there.
The wide receivers have been wide open. I formation for Barnes. He's going to hand it to the deep man. That's Hopkins. He's trying to break a tackle. He breaks free and is pulled down from behind after a 7-yard
Man.
gain. He was an inch from taking that to the house.
Shoelace tackle there by number 52, Jaheim Heath of Spruce Creek High School. If Jaheim Heath doesn't make that tackle, Hopkins is off to the races and probably going for a long touchdown there.
Yep, you're exactly right.
So 112, and all of a sudden momentum is really coming back to the Westport side after that goal line stand. I formation this time, the running backs to the wide receivers to the bottom. That's Velasquez. They're going to send him in motion. They're going to give it to Hopkins,
nice cut.
who's got enough for the first down. Beautiful run there by the junior. Everything. He was the county player of the, I'm sorry.
Of 8A District Player of the Year. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
He was only,
I think he's the only one.
I bet you
Yeah.
Hopkins has 30 carries tonight.
Yeah,
if they do, that means Westport's dominating the football game.
I tell you, Hopkins, I mean, he was impressive on that. He looked like he was going to keep going outside, and then boom, hit that hole, cut it nice.
I formation again for the Wasp. They're going to give it to Brooks, the fullback. He carries 2 or 3 guys,
Good call.
picks
Look at
up
that block
4 yards.
down
It'll
there,
be
down.
2nd down at 7 as McCarson gets a pancake.
Yeah, I got to. Yeah, I'm putting the camera there on McCarson right now.
He pancaked that
he
guy.
literally, McCarson literally just drove his guy about 12 yards downfield and pancaked
I'm going to
him.
give a little credit to my other man, Henry, down there, who helped with the pancake. That was 2 pieces of pancake. Right?
Flapjack.
Well, Mama McCarson's probably happy about that.
Yeah, so Dalton Henry on the pancake. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And before we go to a break, again, I want to thank McCarson Electric, 352-812-4486. You are listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
WOCA.
Ocala.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source. After 1 quarter of play here at Westport High School, the Wolfpack have stood their ground, no score, and that opening quarter included a huge goal line stand by that defense of the Wolfpack. And that's going to set us up. This is a great spot, especially since the Wolfpack lost their quarterback on their second possession. Buster has come in and handled things well. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to send Chisholm in motion. He's going to Barnes going to
There's
take
a
it.
corner
He's got a
route.
wide open corner route.
Yes,
That's
sir.
Leonard Hill who catches it.
Go. Don't turn around.
Stiff arm.
Go.
He's going to cut back. And
Nice
touchdown, Leonard.
Wow.
That's your mismatch right there.
Yeah.
The
So
tight end on the corner.
just a simple rollout, and Leonard Hill running another drag.
No, he ran a corner
Was in the
route.
corner.
Yeah.
So you know
That's
that
when he was open.
So that was actually the first. Remember the play they ran
First
first play of the
play,
game? That was the exact same play
Flag
they
on
ran
the
first play of the game, but there is
on
a
the play.
flag.
Flag on the play. Oh, they're going to decline it.
Okay, so it looks like it was against Spruce
So your
Creek.
mismatch right now is Leonard at 6'2", going against a short corner,
Yeah.
a cornerback, short defensive back.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So that was a good, you can see
There's
that
always
coming in
somebody
wide
listening.
open.
All right, how long was that one? What are we going to call that one?
Okay, it was about 70 yards.
60
65
yards, yeah.
65-yard
65-yard touchdown.
Catch by
Come on, hurry up.
Leonard
By
Hill.
Leonard Hill, not Leonard Hill, Leonard Hill.
Now this guy's really gotten better kicking. At least he can get it to the goalpost.
Well, it's 6-0 here, and the Lightning is struck. Oh, what a terrible kick.
I take that back.
It kicks it literally hit the snapper in the face. 6-0 in those points.
And that is the Achilles heel for this Westport High School team. I mean, the kicking game. I tell you, Coach Rim, if there's anything he needs to do this offseason, he needs to go recruit himself some kickers.
As long as they're not soccer players, right?
Well, that's really the only way you're going to get them, I think. You got to go to the soccer field.
So we've seen that matchup already. Leonard Hill, just a mismatch.
Well, you know
and
what?
This Spruce Creek team cannot run. That's what we've seen. They cannot match the speed of Westport.
Maybe
And that was a simple
maybe this
play.
just needs to be the Leonard Hill show tonight. What do you think?
He's going to roll out. He has extra blocking, and he's got a one-on-one with the corner and a 6'2" tight end that
Well
can run
thrown
faster
ball.
than him.
Perfect throw ball.
I don't know. Listen,
Buster can throw it now. you know.
Leonard ain't 6'2". I stood up next to him. He's about 6'4".
Well,
6'4" with the afro.
regardless, it's
He's 6'4" with the afro. Now
it's a mismatch.
his brother is 6'7", and was in the top 10 in the country in block shots. Academically, he's got to do some work, but physically, this team's talented. And the Westport Wolfpack are dancing on the sideline. Buster is having himself a time over there. 11:48, it's 6-0. Westport leads, and they're going to be kicking it off. And there was apparently, boys, a flag
Against
on the
them.
kick
No, so-
against the Hawks.
so I
it's
think-
a 15-yard penalty.
So I think
They're gonna
what
kick
this
up from the 45.
was, because I saw Steve talking to the ref about this.
it was on
Whatever
the-
that penalty was on the touchdown got assessed on the
Yeah,
kick.
Good call. All right, there's a kick by Kieran Ball. It's going to be fielded at the 10. He comes up the middle. He's got a hole, and it's a huge hole. And he's all the way up over midfield, and that kid can fly. Wow, there was some speed on display there.
And there was some
by the
good, and there was
Hawks.
some good blocking there too. I saw a couple of Westport bodies go flying the wrong way where Spruce Creek just nailed them.
Aaron Robinson on the return, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hawks from the 31.
Well, that was a good drive. That was, a 90-some-odd yard drive?
Yeah, by the way, terrible kick there by Kieran Ball. He's got to get that ball further to the goal line.
He's got to kick it on the ground and away from those
Something,
guys.
because Westport
Kick it to a
can't-
lineman.
I've had terrible kickoff coverage all year.
I know. I mean, that's one thing you tell him.
Well, here's you see Coach Rem. He's talking to his kicker right now.
I mean, kick the ball out of bounds. We'll take it. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for Creeley. He's going to hand it off to the running back who beats a man in the backfield, gets a block, gets to the edge, and he's going to be tackled after about a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah,
That was a good play by Hopkins coming up from the safety position, fighting off a block and making a tackle.
Yeah, Hopkins saved them there, but I tell you,
The end loss contained.
They over pursued. The defensive linemen, the linebackers, they all over pursued.
Defensive end had no contain.
Yeah.
He got blocked down.
Yeah, Kamari Mathis at the defensive or the linebacker position just got pinned and got caught in the wash. All right, so the Hawks are moving from our right to our left. The running back in there again is Watson. Creeley's going to drop back. He fires into the flats, hits his man Minkler, who makes one dude shift
right.
and then gets popped.
Good pursuit.
It'll be 3rd
Good
down
pursuit.
and maybe 6 inches to go. Ball sits right at the 21.
Safety came up there and missed the block. He juked him, and then 2 other guys came in there and made the play.
Important play here.
Another short yardage play.
Absolutely. As our cameraman's terrible.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
it's
I'm
3rd
sorry
and
for the
inches.
shaky stuff. I'm trying to just get this thing positioned.
Zoom out. Creeley is in shotgun, running back to each side, 2 to the bottom. He's going to hand it to Wilson, who heads up the middle. He's hit. Let's see where they spot this. Oh, it's right at the spot.
I think
he got it.
I think they're going to give it to
Forward
him.
progress. They're going to give him a first down.
That's a good job by the defense there. They kind of stopped it up. Good effort by the running back to get that half yard.
Hey, John, make sure you tighten that because it's coming undone. If that falls off, the broadcast is over. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 from the very bottom.
What are you talking about here?
It'll be 1st and 10. See how that's unscrewed?
Okay.
Move that. There we go. All right. And he's going to hand it again. Fakes it to Wilson. Throws it over the middle. And it is caught. That's a nice catch there by Aaron Robinson. That'll be enough for a first down inside the 10-yard line for the Hawks.
Well, he
first
threaded,
and goal from the 8.
He threaded that between 3 defenders.
That looks precarious at best. That was a scary throw.
That was a risky throw.
Risky throw. But you know what? It worked.
Tell him the spell's precarious.
I think I think Galen is just making up words now.
I do too.
2 wideouts at the bottom, 1 at the top, 1 running back, and the quarterback's going to keep it. He's hit by Larry Brooks in the middle, who gives him a nice big
Believe it or not,
Thanksgiving
that
hug.
was not Larry Brooks. That was actually number 8. It says Calvin Williams, but
That wasn't 8. I thought it was 7. Came about from the middle
I think he's
linebacker
wearing
position.
No, someone's wearing number 8 out there.
I didn't see an 8.
Hey, he's with the guy with the white sleeves.
Hey, he's got to make that vocabulary a little lower because.
You know what Galen did before the broadcast? He Googled big words that make me look smart.
Second and 8. There used to be something called verbal advantage. Do you guys remember that? All right, so the quarterback's going to drop back. He's throwing a flag route, and it is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. It's all tied at the 8:51 mark. Nice catch there. It looked like that was Hunter Schill on the catch.
And he's hurt.
He's down
He's
on the
down.
field. And that means we're going to take a break because that's what I do during injury timeouts. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source. The score is tied 6-up, but here comes the extra point now for the Falcons, and it's up as Aiden Lanier makes it 7. What did I call them? The Hawks?
You call them the Falcons.
The 7-6.
I tell you, we're still trying to figure out who number 8 is. Apparently, Calvin Williams, who's normally number 8, apparently fell victim of COVID. We found out he was another COVID protocol guy.
I don't know who it is, but nonetheless, it is 7-6 here at Westport High School. 8:51 left to go here in the first half. And that was a nice drive there by Spruce Creek, Coach Kaz. They did a little bit of everything. Ran, passed, good
kickoff
mixture.
return was a big key. You know,
and it was a 30-yard drive. It wasn't that impressive.
30-yard drive.
They answered the score.
They capitalized on the big return.
Well, they answered the score, which is really what you wanted to do. It was very precarious for him before then. You could zoom out there.
Here we go with the big words again.
I know. We need a thesaurus over here to listen to the broadcast now.
Do you guys remember there was something called verbal advantage? It was these tapes where they told you big words and what they meant. I used to listen to that for hours. All right, so now here comes the kick, Again, Lanier, the freshman, puts his foot into it, and it's going to be picked up on a hop. He heads up the middle of the left side, needs a block, gets one. That's Lacy. He's going to get to the 25, punches thrown. Again, McCarson always ends up with somebody talking trash to him. But no penalties. Always watch McCarson at the end of the play because he'll pop somebody.
Oh, 100%.
He plays to the echo of the whistle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Mickey Andrews style. All right. 8:46 left to go here in the first half. Again, the Westport offense has looked completely different this week, John, than they did last week again with Dunellen.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely playing a lot better than last week. We'll give them that.
Dunellen's a better football team than Spruce
I
Creek.
think Westport seems to be playing a little inspired tonight.
Toss sweep to Hopkins, who heads over the left side, needs a block. Oh, and he is stood up right there at the 3-yard line, and everybody at the Spruce Creek sideline enjoyed that pop.
Well, I tell you what, it looked like Westport came out. It looked like an unbalanced to that side. Running the sweep.
Somebody is down. Is that Hopkins? We're going to step aside. And before we do that, I really want to thank McCarson Electric. 352-812-4486. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 men in a truck.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Welcome back to high school football right here. It's 2nd down and 4 for the Wolfpack. Buster Barnes is our quarterback after Chaz Seidel went down in the first quarter. He's going to drop back. He looks to the left, fires into the flats. That was really a rainbowy play. And there's a shake and bake by Chisholm.
It got the job done, Chisholm. But
First down.
That right there falls on Spruce Creek for giving them so much cushion.
He gave them 15 to 20
Yeah, they were
yards.
giving an insane amount of cushion. You know
Flag
they have
on the play. Steve Rim gets a warning. Let's see if that's a warning or if it's the,
Well, the
if it's
thing
the second
is,
one.
they've been burnt twice on long balls.
That's
so they're
a
gonna go ahead
terrible
and
call.
play
That's
back.
a local official. I don't say his name, but he's not the worst ref in basketball, but he's in my top 5 terrible.
Which sideline ref you talking
This one
about?
right here, he's on the Steve Rim. He just called a sideline foul.
Well, because it's the other guy, the one to your right, who's really been the one botching the calls tonight. So
Oh, they're both terrible.
they're both equally as bad.
All right, so Barnes is going to be underneath the center, offset eye. The deep back, Hopkins is back in there. Barnes is going to drop back. He fires deep.
There he is, wide
got
open.
him wide open, and it's caught. And into the 15-yard line before he's tackled. That's Chisholm. Another beautiful throw where Barnes just lets the guy go get it.
That is why they're playing deep. Now, the play before that, the tight end was wide open.
We're having some camera.
No, only you are. So be smarter.
I think I got it.
No, you don't. There you go.
There we go.
All right, so here we are at the 8:01 mark, and the Westport offense behind Buster Barnes is becoming electric, and big plays everywhere.
I tell you, this is air raid. Air raid, Buster Barnes.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, ball sits at the 17. Barnes underneath the center. That play-action pass is killing him. They're going to fake it, play-action pass again. He's looking, he's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down for a 6-yard loss. He was looking for McCarson on the dump, and that was double coverage. Good pursuit there by that defense.
Well, he's got to learn how to get rid of it, throw it away.
Exactly what I was going to say.
If it's not there, throw it away. Don't use it.
But that itself comes within experience, not being used to the position, and ultimately trying to do a little too much. But like you said, situation like that, throw it away.
I mean, you got next play.
2nd and 10, 7-minute mark here.
Second
Our
and
score,
20, 15?
2nd and 20. Yeah, we'll call it 18. How about that?
Wow.
Again, second quarter, score is 7-6.
Now
Wolfpack
they're
trail.
unbalanced again, so see if they run the sweep.
Hopkins is the deep man. They're going to give it to him on the handoff, and he goes nowhere. Great
I'll
pursuit
tell you what,
there.
if they run a bootleg and he fakes it,
Yeah.
he'll run all the way to the side because they're just taking off.
That could be what Coach Rem is setting them up for here.
Yeah, 'cause that bootleg is there. Just tell them to keep it.
Raheem Heath jetted through there from his defensive tackle position. Made a great play on the ball.
But I think he went unbalanced to the side. They shifted over, and that bootleg is there. It'll be a race up to the end zone.
Let's see if
Same
they do it.
formation. Let's see if he does it.
And it is wide open on the bottom. I formation, 2 tight ends this time to the left. Barnes is going to fake
There
it.
it
He's
is.
going to roll out. Nobody knows Steve Rim better than Coach Kaz. And Buster's going to be knocked out of bounds after about a 10-yard gain. So it'll set up 4th down and 8.
If he'd have set the tight end up in the top on a drag, I think he'd have
4th
been
and
wide
5.
open.
4th and 5.
Maybe a 6. We'll call it 6. I'll tell you what, the spot, from this angle, it's almost impossible to tell. 6:07 left to go here in the half.
He's done a lot of that this year, hasn't he?
I got new contacts, man. I can see my board now.
Need to get a refund or something.
No, man, I'm much better now. It's good to have Coach Kaz back. It's been out for a month, and he's already talking trash. I formation,
I look for the tight end,
there's 3 of them in the game,
the one inside.
and Barnes is going to look
The
to the
one
tight
right
end.
there open. Don't throw
He
it there.
fires into the end zone. Barnes tried to lead him
He
in
got
the end
lucky. He
zone.
got lucky
yeah,
because
they-
that corner backed up.
You know what play that
Flag
was?
on the play.
That was a play to be
Holding.
forced.
Flag
Yes,
on the
that's what I was
play.
going to say.
Yeah.
That was the same exact play they ran that beat Forrest in overtime.
That corner did a
when
good
they
job.
when they got the touchdown pass that apparently doesn't count against the statistics for Forrest defense because it wasn't during regulation, it was during
Correct.
overtime.
I don't. It's not that hard to understand.
according
that.
according to the
John.
Forrest football players,
Correct.
if you score during overtime against them, it does not count on their stat
Boy,
line.
Did the points count?
They got crushed last week.
Did the points count?
Hey, so Kaz,
Yes, sir.
that was a very nice offensive series there for Westport.
Oh, yeah. That one play, Spruce Creek did a great job. If he'd have sent a receiver out to the flat or something, that guy would have been there. But he backed up, and he had that
Yeah.
play covered. Luckily, he didn't pick it off.
Hey, is there a player that Steve Rim has more confidence in than Buster Barnes on the planet?
No. Hey, Buster, we've known
Maybe.
Buster.
Well, maybe.
How long have we known Buster? Buster's like, one of our kids.
His whole life, right?
I tell you, one of the things Steve Rem did say to me the other day, though, goes, man, Elijah Hopkins bailed my ass out so bad this season.
Oh, he sure did. Sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. They're going to hand it off right up the middle. And Wilson running hard. Up, that's David Watson. And he's going to pick up maybe 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Let's see if Westport can stop him here and get a turnover on downs or create a turnover. They haven't been doing that much.
They haven't been. It seems more like they've been playing a little bit of a bend but don't break defense tonight.
And again, the Westport Wolfpack are playing man coverage outside on the wide receivers. So Creeley's going to drop back. Now he's going to hand it off to the running back, Wilson, who gets the edge. And he's going to be run out of bounds and a late hit flag on Elijah Hopkins. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. That's a tough one because he fell into him, but he was out of bounds. I don't know.
The root of the play there, though, is Leonard Hill. He completely over pursued from the defensive end position.
Oh, he was not even in the play.
He got completely
contain.
sucked in, did not contain, and that's what opened up the big run there.
So at the 5:19 mark, the score 7-6.
I mean, their job is easy. Let them come inside of you because you got linebackers and everything. You got nobody outside, plus they're playing man coverage.
The ball's going to move all the way out to the 37-yard line, and just like that, field position
I tell you,
swaps.
how much do you think it hurts LaRocco's ego that he's not the white hat tonight?
You're going to have to ask him. He still walks off a penalty with flair.
Yeah, he's got to be pissed.
He gets
he's not
the
the white hat.
newspaper with flair. All right, so they're going to hand it off. Oh, what a move in the backfield by Wilson. He shook and shake, and there's going to be a holding call. That ball's coming back. But what a move there by
That was a heck of a
broken
run.
ankle move, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was number 22, Trey Stokes, the defender who got his ankles broken by the running back
again,
there, number
if he'd had
1,
outside
Sincere Wilson.
If he'd had outside contain, that never would have happened.
They list Sincere Wilson at 5'11". If he's 5'11", I'm 6'3".
Yeah, there's no way he's 5'11". He's
But my gosh, is he quick.
Maybe standing on a phone book, he's 5'11".
I like this kid at the running back position, Kaz.
Yeah,
He has done it all.
you got good feet.
You know, he reminds me of the running back that we had at Bellevue when
Johnny
I was coaching
Presley.
there with Philip Yancey. Remember Craig Ritchie?
Johnny
Little
Presley
speedy
is what
guy.
he reminds me of.
No.
This
No.
kid is not on Johnny Presley.
There's no Johnny Presley ever for Coach Kaz. All right,
He
three
doesn't
wideouts
even
to the
compare
top.
to Johnny
Now,
Presley.
3 wideouts to the top. They're going to send Sincere up, and he's going to get hit as he throws, but it is dropped by the wide receiver.
No.
And there's a terrible call by the white cat.
Wow.
He got him just
terrible
on the
call.
release.
Terrible call by the
Terrible
official.
call by the official.
15-yard penalty. They're going to call that.
He got hit right on the
unsportsmanlike
release. They
contact.
hit him from behind.
That was an amazing play by the defensive end,
Leonard
Leonard Hill.
Yep.
Leonard Hill came in there like a bat out of hell and crushed the quarterback, and somehow we get a roughing the passer. Apparently we're playing flag football now. That's what this is.
He didn't hit him high, right? I want to be clear. This
He hit
wasn't
him square in the back. The
this
guy, I mean, the
He hit him
quarterback
on the
did a good job.
blind. Hit him on his blind side. What else do you want him to do?
I mean, he hit him hard, but the quarterback did a great job of still getting the ball off.
Terrible call by the ref. LaRocco needs to straighten his guys up at halftime. I know he's not the white hat. He didn't throw the flag, but he's got to tighten these guys up.
So that's back-to-back 15-yard penalties against Westport. That's a 30-yard gain. So Creeley is in shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. They're going to send Wilson in motion. Creeley drops back, and now there's another
Motion.
flag. Or delay a game, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, motion. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
These officials are starting to make this game unwatchable.
Is that a makeup call?
I didn't see anything.
They're going to have a lot to make up after
He
that.
needs 2 more to make up for the 15.
No, they
If
need.
there's a holding call here, we'll know what it is.
You know, Westport playing man coverage. They're getting hurt on the outside. They probably need to go in and work some zone in there.
Or maybe play 5 yards off instead of tight man.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they need to go ahead and just.
2 wideouts each way for Creeley. He's going to hand it to the running back who makes another
nice
beautiful
cut.
move.
Nice
He's
cut.
going to get 5, 6, 7. Now he's going to get 10. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
That was 2 good cuts he made.
Boy, that kid's he's quick.
Hey, but we should get a holding as another makeup call.
Right,
Jeez
but we
Louise.
didn't.
That's pathetic. That is pathetic.
It's a bad call.
There's
bad call.
been many bad calls tonight.
Now, the one on the sidelines, I understand it. It's a 50-50.
Which one?
That one, the one on Hopkins.
Oh, no, that was clear. He hit him late.
But he fell on him. He didn't.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't have to do it. He
He didn't
should
have to hit him with his shoulder.
I didn't think he did. I thought he hit him with an open chest. But 2nd and 5 now for Creeley and his boys. He's going to hand it off to Wilson again, who heads right up the middle, breaks through. He's into midfield. He's got one man to beat. It's going to be a 45-yard touchdown for the Hawks.
It's a shame, though. It shouldn't even came to that. No, it shouldn't even come to that.
The man just ran 45 yards.
It doesn't matter.
That was a great run.
You would have had about 3rd and 15.
Come on.
Well,
2 plays ago.
then
They don't throw
That was on
soft-
1st down.
They don't throw
Hey,
the soft-ass penalty.
You can add 15 yards to that run because nobody
Yeah,
takes him.
he was untouched. I mean, John, I get it. You're a homer. Don't be ridiculous.
No, I just don't like poorly officiated games.
Again, they missed
If there's anything
and the kick is good. It is 14-6.
If there's anything I dislike more
Hawks
than
lead.
anything, it's a poorly officiated game.
I get it.
When individuals are able to control a game and put the destiny in their hands because of bad calls, that nothing more angers me.
Well, and that's great.
Yeah, that roughing
that was
the
a
passer was
45-yard
uncalled for.
That was a 45-yard touchdown run by Sincere Wilson. It was a beautiful run. Good job to him.
Oh, he made a nice
I
cut.
mean,
Good
that
job
has
by the
nothing to
offensive
do.
line. Offensive
It's a
line had
new
bit of
play.
hole.
You got to forget it. This is why you're not going to get the head coaching job at Bellevue High School.
Listen, if I became head coach at Bellevue, I don't think the county would be prepared for that. They're not ready for that.
Nobody is.
The referees would not be prepared for that.
I mean,
you guys, the spectators would not be prepared for that. The opposing coaches wouldn't be. Shit, the parents wouldn't be
This whole
prepared.
court's out of order, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, 4:15 left to go here in the first half.
right,
Lanier is going to be the kicker for the Hawks. Back deep is Hopkins. Let's see if he can make something special
Well, if they
here.
kick it down the sideline again, they just need to run it straight up the field.
He is going to kick it to the sideline. Hopkins backpedals, actually touches it before it goes in the end zone. Thankfully, it goes in the end zone.
It's a muff.
touchback.
That's a
Whoa.
muff.
That, 5 years ago, that's a live football right there. So they changed the rule where it's a touchback if it hits the end zone.
And I have a surprising score update. You ready for this one?
I am. TC.
Denellen North Marion tied 7-7 with 4 minutes left in the half.
Wow.
I wonder if it's raining on the north side of the county or something.
I wonder if Denellen is without a lot of players.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Maybe Denellen got hit with COVID.
No.
Well, Denellen has an easy road. Have you seen the schedule?
Yes. Well, they got to play Vanguard next week. That'll be the big game.
No, you don't.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah. 1st and 10 for Buster Barnes and Wolfpack.
There's rain on the north end of Ocala.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. 2 wideouts each way. 1 offset. They're going to give it to the running back Hopkins, who has to break a tackle in the backfield.
Oh, good
picks up the block. Back, and another terrible call by the Whitecap.
What is wrong with that guy?
That was clean, and that's going to be on Lenore.
He got him
Hill.
right in front.
They're going to call that a helmet-to-helmet call.
Wow.
You're reaching at this point.
He got him with his shoulder.
I mean, Morocco, tighten up your boys. Tighten up your white. This white hat is terrible.
That guy did a good job hitting him with his shoulder. He got him right with his shoulder.
I don't know who this white hat is, but he is terrible.
You got to quit yelling into the microphone. He can't hear you.
Well.
Oh man, what a bad call!
It'll be 1st down and 25 now for the Wolfpack.
I wonder, do
Ball moves all the way back to the
check
9.
these games out and say, "Hey, you suck. You don't call no more"?
No, they don't.
You know what? At halftime, I am going to let them know. So.
Well, that's great. The troll is in full effect. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. We're going to have an extra tight end as no fullback. Barnes throws it deep for Chisholm, and it's just outside the reach of the wide receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 25. No flags.
Yeah, surprised there's no flags. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag for running too hard or breathing too hard.
All right, here we are at the 4-minute mark left in the half. John Ivory in the middle, Coach Castaneda off to the left, and me right here at the right side.
Well, Steve's got to get about at least 10, 15 yards on this one play here at the 3rd down, make it where he can make it third.
Yeah, and not only that, you've seen the punting situation.
Yeah, I know.
This game could get out of hand here
into
at
the
half.
wind. Into
the wind. This game could change really quickly. Barnes is going to drop back. He's going to look to his left now, comes back, runs it up the middle. He's got 5. He's got 10. He gets a block. He heads over the left side. He's going to get a 1st down for Buster Barnes.
Great play.
Heck of a run there by Buster Barnes. Great awareness. He just put the ball. He didn't see anything, and he put the ball down and ran. He didn't try sitting in the pocket too long there. And what I liked about what he did is he didn't try going off to the side right away. He went right up the gut. He went right up the pocket.
Found an opening. He got his 1st down.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's where you got the difference when Buster came in. Remember I said that it'll be a good thing.
Because Seidel doesn't bring that down.
He can't. Yeah, he brings a threat now on a big rush where he can get open and make yardage.
Now, if you remember the last time that Buster was out of the line, was the quarterback, he had no wide receivers. This time he's got some wide receivers to work with. They're going to send Hopkins in motion. Buster looks that way. Now he fires deep, and he's got a man
wide open.
And it's going to be brought down at the 32, at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
That's that slant and go they ran with the back out there. Fake the screen again, the bubble, and hit him up the middle, wide open.
I tell you,
good call play.
Buster Barnes has risen to the occasion. He has risen to the call tonight. He is completely outperforming what anyone would expect him to do at quarterback.
I've seen Buster. I've known Buster. Buster plays in big games.
Yeah, well, we know. Well, we know he's not to take anything away.
I'm not surprised a bit of what he's doing.
He's a playmaker, but he's doing something out of position he has not done all year long. That's what's impressive.
But he's done it before.
So Buster drops back. He's going to fire into the flats for Hopkins. He's got to make 3-man miss. He makes 1, and there's a face mask there, but they didn't call it.
Yeah,
I guess
they missed it.
They
just keep missing calls.
All right. John, I'm going to ask you to pull that microphone further away from your mouth.
It keeps on falling. You gave me the bad one.
Well, then get another pair. All right, 2:55 mark. You can't tell me at the 2:55 mark of the half.
I remember I used to get Nakamura call some games, and I would holler at the officials, say, "Take that flag away from Nakamura."
All right, so here we go. It'll be 2nd down, and that's a 5-yard loss on the play. With that it was a lateral throw. See if Hopkins could make something magical happen. They're going to have 2 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. Hopkins is going to run the same thing this way to the top. Buster on the quite straight draw, tries to break a tackle, picks up 3. That'll set up 3rd down and a long 12 here.
Yeah, if you're Coach Rem here, you're trying to do 2 things here. One, obviously score, but 2, you want to run this clock down as much as you can. You don't want to give Spruce Creek the opportunity to get the ball with a minute and a half left in the half and give them an opportunity to score. We've got
I'm surprised.
2 minutes left now, so let's see.
I'm surprised Steve hadn't used that tight end in the corner route again.
Well, I think it might be coming.
3rd and 15 here. Leonard Hill is in it at tight end. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. Hopkins is a lone setback. Barnes in shotgun. He's going to look over to the left side. He breaks a tackle. He's got a man wide open in the end zone, but he can't let it go. He breaks a tackle. He's got to get 4 more yards for a first down, and he's popped. But it'll be 4th down and 5. That was a legitimately good play there by Barnes. And there's a timeout by the Wolfpack. And we're going to step aside. And when we come back, I'm going to fix John's headset. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Have you from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call 2 Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call 2 Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call 2 Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit 2meninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA. Barnes is going to roll out to his left. He's looking for a man. He's going to stop and he's going to fire into the flats, and it's caught for a first down. Maybe. Let's see where the spot is.
You got me? Check.
Yes, you sound great. You do. You sound great.
I feel like you're lying right now.
Just don't yell into the microphone.
I can't hear anything.
I don't know what to tell you.
That was great. Great throw. Good. Receiver did a heck of a job coming back inside and catching that ball.
Still nothing.
All right, good. Well, we're going to have to deal with it for right now.
I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, you sound great. Here it is. 1st and 10. 1 minute left to go here in the half. Barnes is in shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom. Barnes is going to look to the top. Now he comes back to the bottom, fires. He's got a man. He tries to break a tackle. I think that's Chisholm. He's going to pick up 5, maybe 6.
How many timeouts?
And Steve Rim's going to call time.
I think he still has 1 more left. I think that's the second one. But, hey, impressive by Buster Barnes. He looked one way, actually went the other.
Well, they were covered up there, and he knew this guy was a safety route over on the right side. Normally, you don't want him to do that, but
Nothing.
He did a good job.
Well, I can go back to using the other one.
I hear you okay. I mean,
you sound good. Just don't yell into the microphone and we'll be fine. Because I'm having to ride you. You're hitting the gain. You don't want to hit the limiter. All right, here we go. Let me set the scene. 45.5 seconds left to go. He did get a first down on that play. It'll be 1st and goal. They're going to have that marked right at the 5-yard line. And you can't really see the line at all there, Kaz, because the field's in terrible condition because that's where the goalie stands.
Yeah, I can't hear you, so I really don't know what you're saying right now. Yeah.
Well, get the other headset. I don't know what to tell you.
okay.
We'll swap it out.
This is what happens when Nick the sound guy isn't here.
Or you keep yelling into the mic and I have to ride the game. It's hard. All right, so Barnes is going to come to the line.
We'll change it at
Shotgun
halftime.
formation, 2 wideouts each way. Tight end is tight. That's Hill. They're going to give it to Hopkins. He's got a hole. He's got a touchdown. It's 12-14.
Go for 2.
The Westport trail by 2 with a 2-point
That was a good job by Steve. He spread them out, went 4 wide, and had a good gap in there. Good job by Hopkins running.
Beautiful play there by the Westport Wolfpack. And that's going to make things very pretty here.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't kick another extra point for the next year.
Check. Yep, that's a lot better now.
I don't need you to say
Now I can hear you.
The troll is in full effect.
The troll is in full effect.
41 seconds left to go in the half. Hopefully, quit screaming into the headset for me.
Well,
At least I can hear you.
you.
I've done games with people where they're talking, and I'm like, you got to speak up.
You're never going to not hear me. Let's put it that way.
All right.
Beautiful run up the middle there.
What a drive there. I mean, they overcame a pretty atrocious penalty there, that 15-yard penalty. Barnes made a couple of really, really nice runs.
And a couple good throws,
And a couple of good throws. And at the end, they get in. Hopkins gets into the end zone. And you mentioned this earlier, John. Elijah Hopkins transferring over from Vanguard. A lot of people are like, what are you doing, right? You're leaving the best program in the county to come to a bunch of people who haven't won in a long time. Hopkins is becoming a star.
Yes.
Class 8A player of the district. He's becoming a star. Barnes for the 2-point conversion. They're going to give it to Hopkins again. It's a reverse. It could be a triple reverse, except it's dropped. And now he's going to get tackled into the end for about a 3-yard loss.
So it looks like what they were trying to do there is what they were trying to do there was they gave it to Hopkins. Hopkins then gave it to Chisholm on the reverse, and actually Buster Barnes was going out for a pass.
Right.
From the quarterback, Buster Barnes was going out for a little pass there, but Chisholm dropped the ball. Unfortunately,
Velasquez was wide open in the end zone, just standing all by
but
himself.
I don't even think he was the intended guy. I think Buster was supposed to be the intended guy.
Probably. But again, that's the first trick play we've seen from Steve in a while.
It's an extension of the offense.
It's a trick play.
But, I went
reverse,
crazy about that play. It took too long. It took too long.
Yeah, I understand.
That's like
Was that a
University of
trick play?
Miami running a throwback screen to the offensive tackle. Anytime you got to throw your tackle, you know you're really hurt, especially when you only need 3 yards.
Well, here we are at Westport High School. The score is 14-12. The Spruce Creek Hawks lead by 2. But I'll tell you what, if you're a Wolfpack fan right now, you got to feel really good. Buster Barnes and Gavin Savino standing on the sideline, loving it. Those two love each other. They played together for years now. They have a great relationship.
Now, don't kick it deep.
Let's see if Kieran Ball can kick the ball out of bounds. And he does. With 41 seconds left, there'll be a flag on the play. That's the best call by that side judge all day. And let's see if they make him kick it again.
I think it's the only call he's made.
Again, it's the best one he's made all night.
Now, the one down here has been...
Ooh, he's going to make him kick it again. You don't see that much, but Andy Price from Spruce Creek, who's over in Port Orange, is going to make him kick it again.
I don't blame him.
Squib kicked this thing.
Onside it.
Why not?
Catch him off guard.
Boy, yeah. They're not very deep already. It would be a perfect kick. But Kieran Ball
I'd
is
kick
the
it to the
kicker.
guy in the white sleeve, 47. He don't look like he can do anything.
47 doesn't want the 42. He doesn't want the football at all.
It don't look like, just kick it right to him.
All right, let's call his name in case, because Kaz has this right a lot of times. Austin Freeze. Bang, and they kick it right to him on a little pooch kick. It's picked up by Mickler, who heads over the right side. He cuts up the middle, breaks a tackle, tries to spin, runs into his own guy, and there's a flag on the play. And it's that same side judge who's called 2 sideline infractions against Westport.
It's
He's
gotta
the
be a
worst
blocking behind
basketball
the back.
official in the league. Let's see what he calls.
Block in the back.
Top 5. That's going to be against Spruce Creek. It's still a terrible call.
Because if he'd have called it against West, nobody gets a penalty on kickoff team. They get on kickoff return.
Yeah, but I didn't see anything there. Did you? I saw the defender turned his back to the block. And that's one of those things that really upsets me is when the defender's coming, he's trying to shed the block and he gets hit in that back shoulder blade, and they end up calling a blocking in the back. As LaRocco really, with a lot of passion.
Yeah, LaRocco's really walking hard there.
And places it down with style. And
LaRocco's just upset he doesn't get to be the one to signal the penalties.
Was he that kid in school who also took like jazz classes? That you didn't know about for like 10 years. He was in jazz and has the jazz
I think
hands.
so, yeah.
His mom was into jazzercise, and so he had to do it too.
Who's that, LaRocco?
Yeah. All right, so now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25
They need
for
to
the
loosen up
Hawks.
some.
Creeley drops back. He's going to look to the left, fires the ball to the end zone. Freeze has got it. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. After about a 3-yard gain, McCarson there on the tackle.
I tell you, heck of a play there by Velasquez. Velasquez was the corner. He was getting blocked by the receiver and actually did a nice job of.
He stuffed him into the running back.
Yeah, he kind of shed that block and pushed the blocker into the guy who caught the ball.
Is that number 10?
Yeah, Velasquez. Yeah,
Good receiver, too.
Second and
Yeah.
5.
Beginning of the year.
2nd and 5. He's made some big plays this year. 29 seconds left to go in the half. Clock stops because it goes out of bounds. Creeley calling the plays and shotgun. He's going to send Mickler into motion. He's going to fake it to him. He's going to drop back. Now he's going to keep it. He tucks to the right side. Now he fires. He's got a man at the 50 who shakes and banks. He gets inside Wolfpack territory, carries 2 dudes, and he's brought all the way down to the 31-yard line. Big play there by the wide receiving core of
and we got
the Hawks.
16 seconds on the clock here. It looks. I don't know what they're going to do. They have timeouts.
Keyshawn Mobley on the catch. No, they do not. The clock runs 13 seconds. Creeley's trying to get the guys going. He's going to call a snap with 8, 7. He drops back. This could be the last play. And it's picked off by Hopkins. He's at the 15. He's got a couple of to beat, but he runs it upfield, and that's going to be into the half.
That was a poor job by Spruce Creek. Why wouldn't you just go to the line and spike the ball?
Exactly.
Go spike the ball, and now you give yourself 2 plays, maybe 3 plays to run.
Well, another thing that you look at, the clock operator, you got to set the chains first. And that thing was moving. They hadn't set the chains over there.
Home field.
But that was a great half. Good half of football.
Great half.
I think your under might be over.
All right, so here we go. We are going to step aside. Before we do that, I really want to thank our sponsors, and that starts with McCarson Electric, as John Ivory goes to the side and starts screaming at Larocco. The Troll. There's a reason why we call him the Troll. But our score here is 14-12. It's 352-812-4486. You are listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call 2 Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call 2 Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call 2 Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit 2meninatruck.com and get moving.
2 men in a truck.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity, and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
WOCA.
Ocala.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source. I'm Galen Unold. Coach Castaneda and John Ivory will be with me in a second as the Westport Band takes the field and regales the crowd with their fine sound. This is, after all, an art school, and their band is loud and it is proud. At the half, it is 14-12. The visiting team from Port Orange, Spruce Creek High School, has really come to play. But I'll tell you what, the Westport Wolfpack have done it all tonight. Second possession of the game, Chaz Seidel, the backup quarterback, after the starter got quarantined for COVID, came in, looked like there's a shoulder issue. He hasn't returned to the game. But in steps Buster Barnes, Coach Steve's Rim's nephew. It's basically his son. He has more trust in Buster Barnes than probably any other football player that he's got out there.
100%.
And Buster has done nothing but make some great plays, including some clutch third and fourth down conversions. And what set the whole thing on fire for the Wolfpack when it really looked like they were in trouble, they make a huge 4-down stop inside the 2, and then Buster comes out and he hits a 65-yard bomb to Leonard Hill, and that made the score 6-0. And since then, it's been a back-and-forth battle, some penalties, a lot of things going on, John Ivory. But hats off to this Wolfpack offense.
They've been resilient. The Wolfpack have been resilient. Buster Barnes leading the way like you're talking about. It's unfortunate how poorly of an officiated game it has been tonight. But ultimately, seeing how well Westport has overcome the adversity tonight has been outstanding. And
again, there have been some questionable calls. It's not the worst officiated game we've ever seen.
It was not the worst, but it's
not that bad.
It is pretty bad.
It's not that bad.
Just to give some score updates, Donnell and North Marion's tied at halftime, 7-7.
It must be raining.
Then you have...
And again, before we go any further, hats off to Coach Greg Carr. Nobody expected him to win. Last week they expected him to win. This week, he's holding his own against a team that is explosive.
Trinity Catholic is beating Taylor 42-0 at halftime.
Ooh, bet the over, baby. Bet the over.
I have a feeling they're going to call off the Dogs in the second half. And then you've got, and then I don't have a score on Vanguard Ridgeview, but I think Vanguard was winning that one pretty decisively.
On
like 20,
paper,
it was 20-0 last time
and
we
on
saw.
paper, that should be a pretty easy game. Again, Vanguard's path, they don't have to play that regional final game that really makes you go, oh my gosh, what are we going to do with that game?
Yeah.
The way they have in the past, Vanguard's been in the regional finals the last 4 years, and played against the team they've lost to has been in the finals for the state championship or won it.
Yep.
So it's not like they're going against any slouch in that regional final.
Yep. So let's talk. What do you want to talk about here?
Well, let's start with the Bellevue job.
Oh, man. Here we go.
While we were away, we had the bye week. Coach Martin gets fired. He hadn't won a game. And again, you're closer to the program than I am. You have put your hat in the ring to become the head coach of the Bellevue Rattlers. John Ivory, I'm going to hand it over to you. Is the troll going to become the trolled coach?
No. John Ivory will not be the next head coach at Bellevue High School. I'll tell you that. Hey, listen, as much as I would love for that to happen, I will have divorce papers waiting on me on the countertop when I get home from my wife.
Some things are more important.
Yeah.
Football is life.
But I will say this. I think they've got a good pool of candidates. I've got a pretty good source that tells me they've already gotten 60 resumes.
No kidding.
Yes, 60-plus resumes.
Well, mine doesn't count. Mine
has been submitted for the job.
Well, let's talk about the job. You are closer to the program than just about everybody who's willing to talk about it. Give me the state of affairs at Bellevue High School. Give me the administration support, a new AD. This is the biggest hire that Coach Small is going to have made.
You know, I think Coach Small will make the right hire. I think Coach Small understands. He knows what it takes to bring in a winning program. I think he also understands, too, that typically when the football program is strong, typically that leads to all the other men's or boys programs to be pretty good, too. It's going to bring in good money. I mean, look how good all the boys programs flourished when John Brantley came in and took over for that 1 year he was there. Unfortunately, Mike Kelly, who came in after John Brantley, which was only there for the 1 year, he basically got a Ferrari from John Brantley and turned it into a VW Bug.
I don't know if it was a Ferrari.
Ran that thing off the cliff.
I'm not going to give you a Ferrari.
No, it was a good team that Mike Kelly had.
It was not a Ferrari.
It was an excellent team.
They graduated several players, and then several players transferred.
No. They didn't transfer till after Mike Kelly.
That's true.
No one left.
That's true.
No one left when Brantley stepped down. They all stayed.
That's true.
Okay.
And there was funding there.
The money. Listen, the money that was pouring into that program during those 2 years was unbelievable, and Mike Kelly just completely botched it.
He left.
We can go into a lot of reasons, but
Tell me the state of affairs now.
Well, I'll tell you this. Adam Martin is leaving the program better than how he got it, okay? When he took over from Mike Kelly, there was 19 kids in the entire program, and the program was in debt. He is leaving that program after 3 years. Yes, I understand he only won one game, but he's leaving the program with 70 kids and money in the bank.
What do you want a guy to do? I mean, I get it. Winning is important, but I don't know what you want, Mike. What do you want him to do?
Well, I mean, here's what I'll tell you. People are underestimating the future at Bellevue High School. For one, they had a pretty decent freshman class that came in. Second, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the senior Rattlers at MCYFL are playing for the championship tomorrow.
Correct.
They went 7-1.
I did know that.
And who knows? Maybe this move away
They're
from
playing the senior Knights again.
Who they beat though.
Correct.
They beat them.
They beat them in the regular season.
You know, and maybe this move away from Adam Martin was in anticipation of what they had coming in.
Then why do that? So you're very, very close to the program. What does the program need to do to become a winner? It cannot be the head coach alone.
I think you need to hire someone, first of all, that's got some type of community ties. I don't think hiring someone from out of town is the answer. I think you have to hire someone that not only the kids and parents can get excited about, but someone who the alumni can get excited about. You bring back if you want to bring back the winning tradition that we had during the late 90s and early 2000 run, you have to figure out a way to bring those people who were part of that back to the games and back to donating money. You bring that stuff back, maybe you can win a few more ball games, and then you start to develop that young talent. But here's what I'll tell you, too, what they can't do. Let's assume they figure out a way to get a lot of that top-tier talent in who are freshmen. What you can't do is throw them to the wolves on varsity right away, even if they're better than the older kids.
And I'm going to bring in Coach Kaz, because Coach Kaz has coached everywhere. Coach, was it fair that you give a guy 2 years, considering the way the program was left?
He had 3.
3 years. Do you think that's enough to build a program? Do you think that's enough time?
Who are you talking about?
Bellevue.
Adam Martin at Bellevue.
I don't even know who he is, but
he's been the head coach for the last 3 years.
I mean, Bellevue hadn't been, but you don't know why the numbers is. I could tell why Bellevue's decline was.
They're just the sheer numbers. They started with 19 kids.
Bo? Yeah, Mike Bo? Yeah, I know Mike.
No, when Mike was there, But the thing is, it just steadily went down to a point where, even when John came in, the schedule was so easy.
Correct.
It wasn't like John did a great job. Hell, they're playing Wiki Wachi.
That's what I'm saying. And John,
that's how you get wins and how you build confidence.
Correct. And again, that's why it's not a Ferrari. That's a good point, Kaz. And again, I don't know what you want from your coach when he inherits a team that has 19 football players. 19 in the program. They basically had the JV team was
straight. I'm not bashing Adam Martin. I'm bashing Mike Kelly.
Okay, again, I get that.
What I'm saying is,
as an administration,
if the guy has 70 kids out,
now he doesn't even have that. He's got 40.
There must have been an improvement these last 3 years.
What do you want from the guy?
Except for wins.
Well, I think what Adam Martin did better than what Mike Kelly did was the players and parents respected him as a person. They respected him as a human being.
So what do you want your head coach to do at Bellevue High School? What is the next guy going to do better?
I'll tell you what any coach needs. You're as only good as your staff. I don't care what
you say. But they have no money to hire staff.
Well, that's the thing. Well, when I came back to Vanguard, they were 0-10, 0-10. I hired a good staff. I had a great staff.
You did,
and I got like you said, the alumni involved.
Yeah, well, you have to bring in someone that the community and the incoming players are going to be excited about. Okay, if you bring someone in that people can get excited about, the talent comes.
I just
disagree. When I came back to Vanguard,
so why did he get fired? Why did he get fired?
Because he had one win in 3 years.
So what's the next guy? Let's say Coach Lane gets it, right? He's the leader in the clubhouse. Let's say he gets it. How many wins is he going to get next year? 2? Depending on the schedule.
Well, a lot depends on the schedule.
They're going to play Citrus.
And to your argument about why Adam Morton probably should not have been fired. I think a lot of, if he actually would have been able to play his schedule that he had scheduled and not the county
He
schedule.
wins 4 games.
He probably wins 4 games because he had teams he had Umatilla, St. John, I think Bronson on the schedule.
Well, he had Westport beat.
Right. Elijah Hopkins makes a huge
But they also
play.
had 25 kids out to COVID.
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to win.
I don't care.
But you know what? Here's the mishap that Coach Morton made in that game. Why didn't he kneel?
Oh,
Exactly.
no. There was still
But I told you
38
that. You didn't
seconds.
even know that.
Yeah.
I told you. I said, why did he take a knee?
All right, we're going to suspend this conversation. We'll continue it because I think it's incredibly important. I don't know what some of these administrators want from a coach, but now the Wolfpack are going to kick it off to start the second half, and there's a pooch kick, borderline onside kick that failed miserably. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Well,
ball sits at the 46-yard line.
going back to this firing coaches, I mean, you get guys that put in a lot of time, but you're only as good as the staff, and you're only as good as your administration is going to help you get people to coach.
So again, this was my problem. This is why I was unhappy with the decision. I don't know what the expectations were for a guy who's in the middle of building a program. He's going through COVID, and he doesn't get a win because guess what? He's only playing teams in the county, and they're better than they are.
Here's what I'll tell you about Adam Martin. Adam Martin, he is probably the most loyal person
What do you want from a guy?
You're ever going to meet.
And
However,
he's a good coach.
He's a good coach. He's a good guy, but he's a type B personality. He's not type A.
So they're going to hand the ball off to Wilson, who heads over the left side, gets hit from behind the line of scrimmage, puts his foot in the ground, and manages to pick up 3. That'll set up 2nd and 7. So what your point is he's the wrong guy.
Well, maybe
who's in an unfortunate situation.
No, maybe he's the wrong guy for that administration because the new administration who's there did not hire him.
Okay.
Okay. The new Philip Small and Heather Guest did not hire him.
And Heather Guest's father has a long tradition. She's a Yancey.
She's a Yancey.
Her uncles, her father was a great coach and a great principal out there. I get it. So Creeley's going to drop back. He's going to fire into the left side, and it's caught. 1st and 10. What a great throw and catch there.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Winkler on the catch.
Number 12,
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Just a simple fade route down the sideline there to
Not
to
terrible
get them down.
coverage. He just made a heck of a play.
Yeah.
And let's put this to bed. Whoever the next coach is going to be is going to have better support and in a better situation than the previous one. I just don't know why you fired
Well,
the
I'll tell you
previous.
what. It's probably a blessing in disguise for whoever got fired. Because I know when I was at Lake Weir, I got fired. And that's the best thing that happened to me. I thank Roddy Rochelle. That's the best thing that happened to me. I got to go to Vanguard.
Sincere Wilson with the
You know,
run up
so-
the middle.
I'm
I'll call it 8.
I'm going to
Second
throw this out there, and this is wishful thinking. I'm going to throw this out there. If you're Bellevue High School and you want to make a big splash hire, and I don't think anyone can afford this guy, but if you want to make a big splash hire, you know who you hire to come back to town? Ryan Hearn.
You're not getting Ryan Hearn. All right. He drops back. He fires in the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown.
Great
Winkler
catch.
with a great catch. Little fade route. It is now 20-12 Hawks.
But yeah,
That was easy.
Hey, Ryan Hearn. But,
3 throws, 3 great catches, touchdown Hawks in a minute and 35
Well, you know,
seconds.
when I was over at Vanguard, I think, I forget who they got, but I thought Ryan Hearn thought he was going to get the job at Bellevue, and he ended up not getting it. And he ended up coming over here.
You're not getting Ryan Hearn.
But I can't
Oh
remember.
no! I know Ryan's not. Listen, Ryan is doing.
Here comes the extra point. Lanier puts his foot into it, and it is good. Nice kick. It's 21-12 Hawks.
That was an easy drive.
Ryan is in St. Pete now, actually selling investments and selling insurance.
And I think he's a wide receivers coach.
No, he's not coaching football anymore. I'll tell you what Ryan does. Ryan is apparently making millions of dollars doing whatever he does because every time I talk to him, he's on the golf course. The guy doesn't work. He's on the golf course. So yeah, I'm kind of being facetious when I'm talking about Ryan. I mean, he would be the big splash hire. If you're looking for that big splash Brantley type hire, Ryan Hearn is the guy that you hire.
I know you're a huge fan of Brantley. You think Brantley's hung the sun.
Well, no, listen. The thing, listen. The thing about Brantley is he attracted the talent and the parents.
He was in Bellevue for how many
you know
years?
why they got a lot of kids over at Trinity Catholic? That they got
They paid
because
them.
they didn't pass the the FCAT, and they would have been ineligible the
You
ninth
are
grade
not
year.
wrong. And
And
again,
they didn't have to do that at Trinity Catholic.
Correct.
That is why.
That is exactly
Boone.
why.
Boone didn't pass the FCAT.
It is what it is, though.
Well, that's what happened.
But
Don't
again-
say he's great.
Correct.
I'm not saying he's great. I'm
He
saying
gave them an opportunity
I'm saying
to play.
Brantley attracts.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
he went ahead and recruited and said, hey, you can either sit out your freshman year or you can come over here and play
Correct.
now.
Correct.
And that's
Thank
simple.
you. Thank you, Cass.
That's simple.
Because I wouldn't even rank him in the top 5 coaches in Marion County
But
for the last 20
hey,
years.
but no one else was smart enough to do that.
What do you
Well,
mean?
they could.
He's the only one who
They
could.
could. He's the only one. He's
No,
private school.
no, I'm saying any other coach at Trinity wasn't smart
That's
enough
not
to do that.
true. That's
Kerwin
not
did.
true.
You say he's
All right,
better?
and there's
you
a
say he's
return.
better coach than Kerwin?
Oh, no.
Okay,
no.
well,
Right,
gee.
right. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolfpack from the 32. You think that John Brantley is this god of a coach, and I'm not saying
I'm not
he's
saying he's
that.
a god of a coach, but
He
listen,
happened to have a son who was an elite quarterback who took that team when they were Class 2A to the championship. Congratulations. He wasn't that great at Bellevue. His schedule was soft. I really believe he's not the top 5 coach in the last 20 years, and I think Coach Sturdivant did more with less than Brantley did. Sturdivant wasn't allowed to go get those FCAT kids because they changed the rule.
Oh, yeah, that was that McKinley
Right.
guy.
So
that
what do you
President
want for me to
McKinley
do?
screwed
1st and
it all
10,
up.
Wolfpack from the 30. Barnes in shotgun. Ooh, looks like a misdirection. They're going to give it to Hopkins. Little confusion in the backfield. Looks like Barnes turned the wrong way.
Yeah,
Am I right, though, Kaz? They changed the rule.
exactly.
And then Brantley couldn't
that's why,
get all
that's
those
why he
guys.
got all the players.
So who is your pick to get the Bellevue job?
Well, I like J.B. Bynum. I think he's the guy.
Okay. What about you?
I
Cody?
like JB, but I don't know if he wants a job. Who wants the Bellevue job?
Well, that's the.
I think, like I
There's
was saying,
no one
That's like wanting to coach a Dallas
Do not
Cowboys.
eat those. Do not give him those chips. Oh, you have Chick-fil-A? I'll take a Chick-fil-A sandwich. All right, Barnes is in shotgun.
It's like wanting to coach the Dallas Cowboys. Who would want that?
Barnes drops back. He looks to the left, now to the right. He's under all kinds of pressure. He's going to be hitting the backfield. That's a 9-yard loss for Barnes. It'll be 3rd down now and, 20. That's not a good play there.
No, it's it looks like Spruce Creek got a little momentum here, and they're going to have to make a play here and stop them on defense because they get another score. This could be a runaway.
You're absolutely right. This is a monster play.
Big time.
They're taking a long time to move the chains there, trying to see where that spot is. But again, I think Phil Yancey's was a better coach. He did. Granted, he had Culpepper. I think Hall is a better coach. I think Farmer's done a great job at Vanguard.
Brent Hall's probably the all-time great. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
don't forget
agreed.
Richard Kennedy.
Yeah, I mean, he won a state title.
2 of them.
and Jim,
And then,
you got to put Jim Simmons up there.
Jim Simmons,
Simmons.
he's one of my favorites. He's a better coach than Brantley.
Who would you say is the better coach, Hall or Simmons?
Simmons. Because he did more with less, and you couldn't recruit back then. You had to only play
Middle
with what you were
screen.
zoned for.
Almost picked it off.
Oh, no, he throws it away. Almost intercepted. And instead, it'll be an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 20.
They tried a middle screen, and they read it. And Buster did a good job of holding it and trying to throw it away because they had that thing picked off. They smelt that middle screen.
That was not a good possession there by
No,
the
it wasn't.
Wolfpack. They could not respond after the Hawks came out.
Really the
and
first
scored.
4 minutes after the half or before the game is when you really need, to do something positive. Right
Yeah.
now, Spruce Creek has done something positive, and Westport hasn't done anything.
So here we are at the 8:56 mark of the 3rd quarter. The Hawks lead 21-12. Barnes is in shotgun for the punt.
Spruce
All
Creek
kinds
ought to
of
get good
confusion.
field position here.
Yeah, back deep is going to be Minkler, and Wilson. Barnes waits for the snap. He puts his left foot into a little end-over-end sidewinder kick.
Drop it.
It's going to botch it. He did botch it, but it
got
came right back to him. Minkler with a nice play. He's
He got
a
lucky
good
there.
football player.
He got lucky there.
Minkler is a heck of a football player. He's 5'11",
Minkler's
180.
like their solid go-to guy. Like
He's the kind of guy that if you got 5 of them, you got a chance of doing something. All right. So it is going to be 1st and 10 for the second possession of the game for Spruce Creek. And Coach Kaz, I think we're done talking. There is a penalty on the play. What was the penalty? Do you know?
I'd say a block in the back or something. Usually on
Didn't
kick
see it.
return.
It was only a 5-yard penalty, so ball's going to be moved to the Spruce Creek side of the 50 to the 45.
Did LaRocco call it?
No, he did not. He hasn't done anything. He's been pretty quiet.
He's the back judge or the umpire.
Did you actually yell at him at halftime?
No, you know what happened? He saw me and he walked that way. All the other refs went this way. He walked the other way.
1st and 10 for Spruce.
He saw me coming to yell.
Demarius Creeley in shotgun. 2 wideouts each way. They're going to give it to Wilson, who makes a move. He's got a huge hole. He's over midfield. He's got one man to beat, and he's dragged down behind by Hopkins. But he does gain 20 on the play.
Spruce Creek did a great job. That was a trap block. They pulled the right tackle. He kicked out, and he came out on a cutback, and that was a good job by the offensive line.
He hit the cutback again.
First
that
and
was
10.
That was a call play with a trap.
1st and 10 again for Spruce Creek, and they're moving quickly. Creeley in shotgun. Wilson to his right. Wilson's going to get it. Heads up the middle, breaks a tackle in the backfield. Brooks gets him, slows him down enough for McCarson to make the tackle for loss.
That's a better job by the defensive end, keeping contained. At least he slowed him down.
Nice job by Brooks to disturb that, and like you said, McCarson
cleaned it up from the linebacker
He came in and cleaned
position.
it up for him.
5-yard loss. That'll be a 2nd down and 15. Big play there for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Westport needs to stop here to get the momentum back.
Ball's going to now sit at the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get all the way up there to the 25. Or to the 20, I'm sorry. 2 wideouts each way. Creeley's in shotgun. He drops back, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
They called it.
It'll be 2nd down now and a solid 20. Are we done with the Bellevue talk now?
Never.
Who gets the job? I say JB. Kaz says JB.
Well, no, I said I like JB.
I think he's a great coach. He
I don't know why he
deserves
do it.
the opportunity.
Why would he want to do that? Why do you want that job?
I think you have 2 categories.
Where's he going to go? He's not a coach in waiting anywhere. There's only 5 jobs.
I know, but why would you want to
6
give him
jobs.
something
Listen,
like that?
after this play, I'll give you my thoughts.
Oh, great. We can't wait. 2nd and 20. Creeley's in shotgun. He drops back. He looks to his left. Now he fires into the flats to Wilson, who tries to make a man miss.
Good job on defense.
Good gang tackle for a 3-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and a long 20. Oh, he lost 5.
And there's a penalty. There's a penalty on the.
That'll be holding unless he's roughing the passer. Good tackle there by McCarson.
Holding.
All right, so here's my thoughts. I think you got 2 categories. I think you got a category of coaches who are former alumni at the school, and I think you have the category of guys who are not alumni but proven assistants with even some head coaching experience. And I think the 2 alumni guys are Brian Lane, who's the O-line coach at Trinity, and Alex DeLeon, who's the head coach at Eastside High School, played tight end at FAU. And he's made his mark up in the Gainesville
Sure
area.
has. I don't think he's coming back.
He was a few holds.
Creeley on this huge 3rd down and 20. Drops back. He's under pressure. He fires into the flats, and it's caught and dropped. What a throw. Intended for Moran, and he drops it, and he gets up a little slowly as he dove for it. He should have caught that one. And that'll be holding against the Hawks. And I think Coach Steve Rim's going to push him back here.
But
because of the spot of the foul, it'll be 3rd down and 35.
It's going to be a long ways. But the other category, which is the non-alumni guys.
Oh, he's going to decline it. It'll be 4th down and 20. Punter comes out.
The other category, which is the non-alumni guys, is guys who are proven assistants, guys like you've already talked about J.B. Bynum, and he's been a head coach at Wildwood,
Correct.
where he was
can
successful.
Build the program.
Okay. You've got Justin Wentworth, defensive coordinator for Trinity, who has head coaching experience at Williston.
He's gonna be the next coach at Trinity.
And I don't disagree with that.
Nice kick there, and it's going to bounce, and it's going to be picked up by Hopkins. He heads over the left side, tries to break a tackle. Nice play. I almost thought that ball came out. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 25.
The 3rd assistant, who's also from the Trinity Catholic staff, would be Jeremiah Gates. Jeremiah Gates actually spent 2 years as an assistant at Bellevue.
If you're going to go that deep, then you got to go with Chewy. You got to go with Jenkins then at that point.
Nah, Chewy won't.
You don't think he wants to be the head coach?
Well, and to your point, if
you know him, you coached him.
It's 24/7. You're talking about a job that
I'm going to tell you,
you're committed big time. A year long. It's just a big job.
Well, and here's the thing about Jeremiah Gates. Obviously you don't know this because you're not around the Bellevue program like I've been, but He's a guy that a lot of the
You said
parents.
that so
No,
condescendingly.
listen. Well, you listen. I'm just telling you the truth. A lot of the parents were very impressed with Jeremiah Gates during his time there.
So Barnes is going to roll out. He's going to be chased from behind. He needs somebody to come open. He gets to the edge. He tucks it. Manages to pick up a couple. I thought for sure he was going to lose 10 on that play.
So as far as I'm concerned, this is about a 5-man race amongst the 60 resumes they got.
Pretty impressive. And again, I think Forrest proved that hiring an outsider is not a good idea.
No.
It doesn't work here. Ocala, Marion County, it's a small knit. It's a community. There's a lot of cultural things there.
You better be a guy who knows the community and can get the support. If not, you're screwed.
I thought Sturdivant, and again, I covered that team. Sturdivant was a great X's and O guy. What he wasn't was a local guy, and I think that hurt him.
Yep.
2nd and 8, and he's doing great things at the professional level. Barnes drops back, and there's going to be a flag on the play.
Probably motion.
Has to be because it was a post penalty. Nope, they're going to call that on the defense.
Oh, they must have been lined up
he
all
put it
sides.
on the maybe neutral zone infraction.
Yeah.
That'll be nice because that'll make it 3rd and short.
Well, they need to do something on this drive. No, they're going back. It was motion.
Yep, sure was. Well, usually the official gives you a break by throwing the flag in the direction he's calling it. He threw it against Spruce Creek, but that'll be 2nd down now and 12. 6:40 left to go.
Is there anyone on the Westport staff you could see applying for that and getting it?
They're all brand new here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody wants to leave. They're here because of Steve Rim.
Yeah.
2nd and 12.
Maybe Coach Cass will come out of retirement for it.
No chance of that. 2 wideouts each way, 2 tight ends. Offset eye. Barnes is going to roll out to his left. He's got plenty of room. Fires to Leonard Hill. He's got to use 2 hands on that.
Now, you know, that play has been open all night. And you know, he's using it sparingly because, you know, you got an old saying, use them but don't abuse them, because, you know, we would have guys that are open. Oh, I'm open all night. I say, yeah, I know that, but whenever we need it, we'll go to it, because if you do it all the time, they're going to change.
Oh, yeah.
So you know it's there.
You know what you could do
had him
here?
there.
Because he's got enough time. He could reestablish the pocket, and Leonard Hill could do an
Out and up.
Out and up.
Well, that was a nice job
least with a tight end you can-
job by the offensive lineman getting out there and blocking
Right.
on the rollout.
Yeah.
I was impressed by
My
the
man
two guys.
Dalton out there, nice job.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the offensive line because they haven't been able to really move the football.
But they
on the
give him
ground.
protection.
They have given him protection, and Barnes has been quick enough to make things happen. They're going to go in the same formation, but this time they
the
bring a
back missed
blitz
the
from
block.
the end. And
Well, it almost looked like a back went the wrong
Oh, no.
way. It looked like he was trying to fake the ball to somebody, and,
Barnes is
and,
coming
and
up
no
a
one
little
was
gingerly,
there.
But he's got to stay out there and punt. He's limping a little bit. Let's see if he can walk it off. It's 4th down and a
Listen,
long 20.
Buster needs to understand it doesn't matter if he has a broken leg. He's got to stay in the
I
game.
don't know who else can punt.
or,
Carson,
Or play quarterback.
or play quarterback.
Well, Carson, I think, is
Unless
your next
Steve goes
quarterback
out
unless
there.
you put Hopkins in the Wildcat. But Hopkins can't throw. All right, here we go. Guys are coming in and off the field here for Westport. Brooks comes in as his personal protector. Barnes steps into it, gets it off barely. I think he was hit a little bit, but they didn't call it. Fair catch called, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 38. This right here is going to be a big opportunity. If you open those chips, I will take your mic and unplug it. 5:42 mark here, the 3rd quarter. The Hawks lead 21-12.
In the JB over Trinity, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's the offensive coordinator there.
yeah, doing a great job.
Him and Brian Lane are kind of running that offense right now.
I know JB from 7-on-7.
JB is a great coach.
I think he's done-
and
he's a
you
heck
know,
of a
and,
job.
and JB is a guy who I think can attract players to come over there.
Whatever you do, don't bring back the wishbone. We know that failed miserably at Forest.
No.
I remember when they announced it, I was like, you're going to run the wishbone and you expect to attract talent.
Well,
the entire Forest, every player who had any skill left.
Well, Justin was Wentworth was over at
Williston.
Williston got fired.
He did a decent job at Williston. The problem is, what I think happened at Williston is there was, I think he pissed off some like kind of Williston alumni and
Well, he can do that.
faithful.
He can do
Oh,
that.
he can do that absolutely. That's Wentworth. That's just his personality. You're not gonna tell him what he can and can't do. But I respect that about him as well.
All right, so here come back the Hawks. In shotgun is being Creeley. Want to thank McCarson Electric for bringing this game to you. They're going to hand it to Wilson, who's been the man all night. He cuts it up, puts his foot in the ground, picks up 10. He'll be right at the stick, depending on the mark. What a run there. Another great run by the young man.
This running back, so patient because the backside is running upfield. He's staying with his blocks, and he just cuts it back. He sees an opening and just goes.
He has been impressive. He's a little
Westport's doing a terrible job not squeezing down from the backside.
2nd and 8 here. Clock runs. Creeley is in shotgun. And they're just wearing out this Westport offense. Now they're going to throw the deep ball, and it is incomplete. McCarson with the
good cover.
Great defense. And I don't think that was McCarson.
Flag on the play. And that'll be pass interference against the defense.
That was a terrible call.
Oh, really?
Terrible call.
Face guarding? I don't know what he's supposed to do.
There's no more face guarding.
Right. I don't know what the man's supposed to do.
And that wasn't McCarson. I don't know who it was, but it was a horrible call.
These numbers are terrible.
I mean, he had good
Number
position
15.
on him.
Is that who it was?
Vance Fort.
Yep. He's coming off the field now.
He must be a kid that they just moved up from JV, or number 16, it looks like.
Oh, that's the running back.
Gadori?
Yep. 1st and 10 now. Ball sits at the 15-yard line. Creeley is in shotgun. They're going to have an up back now. They're going to hand it to Wilson. Wilson cuts it up the middle, and he's met by a whole slew of
That's a good job by the
Wolfpack.
defense squeezing it down.
He's going to lose maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, once again, a very bad call, poorly officiated game, and it puts
What's the call there?
It puts Spruce Creek in the red zone now.
I'm going to say this, and you make me defend these officials. You are good 90 yards away from that play. Shotgun formation for Creeley again. He's going to fake it to Wilson. He rolls out to his right, fires into the flats, and it is going to be caught, maybe for about a 4-yard gain.
That was a good throw and catch by the quarterback.
Sure was.
He came out. That was a comeback. He had the back open in the flat.
Oh, they're going to give him 10 on that.
I'm surprised they didn't call a flag on the DB for a late hit there.
Because he fell on him?
Yeah.
All right.
For the viewers out there, that was sarcasm.
That's why he's the troll, people. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and Spruce Creek is in complete control of the game at the moment. Wilson's to his right. He's going to get the handoff, heads over the left side, and there's 2 Wolfpack players waiting for him.
Great pursuit there by Brooks, coming from behind.
And the secondary guy came up. And
Hopkins from the safety position.
He got a whammy there. They looked like a helicopter.
All right, so there's a timeout on the field. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA. The Source, our score is 21-12. Spruce Creek leads, and I am going to unplug John's microphone.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do. And they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 men in a truck.
WOCA.
Ocala.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA, the Source. Again, the clock operator here at Westport loves to go quickly, and I am going to unplug my man's microphone because here we are. They try a field goal, a long one. That's a 42-yarder, and it's well short. So it's a turnover after the field goal. 21-12 is our score.
Well, that was a big stop by the Westport defense. They're lucky there.
You and those
But they're going to have
man.
to come by here and do something.
Nobody wants to hear you chewing. Yeah, this is a big opportunity here as Buster and his boys come up.
You absolutely have to capitalize here.
I'm just glad you're talking, I guess. 2 tight end set. 1 running back. Barnes is in shotgun. Hopkins to his left. Oh, direct snap to Hopkins. He's going to pick it up, head over to the right side, and falls, and then fires, and it's intercepted.
Why did he do
by
that?
the linebacker, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Spruce Creek Hawk. I don't know what happened.
Why did he do
I
that?
think Hopkins actually thought he was going to be able to hit that wide open guy deep downfield.
Oh, no, William Cotney's
And
down.
he slipped and fell.
William Cotney's down for the Wolfpack, and that means we're going to step aside. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA The Source, sponsored by McCarson Electric. 352-812-4486.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 men in a truck.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Well, I'll tell you.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA The Source. After the poorly thrown ball, bad decision there by Hopkins, it'll be 1st and 10 for Spruce Creek after that interception. And 21-12 is our score. It's 1st and 10 from the 30, or from the 20, I'm sorry. Kaz, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was just astounded that he went ahead falling down trying to throw that ball.
Yeah. Just trying to do a little too much.
The wind is starting to pick up here at Westport High School.
Hey, they got the wind to their backs, though, right now, so... Hey, now's a great time to try to chuck it deep, huh?
Sincere Wilson's going to get the handoff. He heads right up the middle, but he's met by every Wolfpack on the football team, and that's going to be a 2-yard loss. Ramey came up and really made a nice tackle there in the hole. 2nd down and 13, 3-yard loss on that quick hitter.
Yeah,
It looks like the defensive tackles are keen on something the linemen are doing, Kaz.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing that run develop. Are they trying to pull or something?
Well, they are pulling, and they're doing a good job of it. It's more not a trap pull, but it's pulling up on the linebacker.
2nd down and 13. Quarterback roils out, fires a little screen pass, and to Freeze. Freeze gets out to the Platts, and that's going to come back because the effervescent, most flamboyant referee of all time called a holding.
Looked like
That'll
a
be
holding,
2nd down and about 25.
I think LaRocco's giving some makeup calls here for Westport. He understands how bad his officiating crew has been tonight, so he's doing a makeup call there. But hey, I actually like that play call by Spruce
Great
Creek.
call.
What that was kind of like an H-back / tight end, whatever he was, and it was a screen to him. And he actually went out there and blocked the defensive, act like he was a blocker on a delay, and then shed the block and just stood there wide open. So nice play there by Spruce Creek.
I've seen Spruce Creek do some really good fundamental things, and you could tell they're a very well-coached team. Andy Price, the leader on that side of the sidelines. That's not easy to teach, is it, that delayed middle screen?
No, well, and the big thing is making sure the quarterback has enough time to let it develop.
Demarius Creeley rolls out to his right. He's going to look to the flats. Now he's going to fire it deep, and it's incomplete. Hopkins was chasing because the guy was wide open.
That went right through his hands. Number 88 for Spruce Creek, Jacob Welty.
You got to make that play.
Oh, yeah, they went literally right through his hands. That was a touchdown.
Well, I don't know
Missed opportunity
I don't know
for
what the
Spruce
corner
Creek.
did. He must have come up for the quarterback on the run, but he let his guy go through.
Yeah, Hopkins
And Hopkins
sprinted
had to
there
come over there to try to cover for
with
him.
everything he had, and just thankfully it wasn't complete because that's ball game.
Yeah.
All right, so DeMarcus Creeley, the sophomore, 6'1", 160 is the quarterback. He's going to have Wilson on his right side as Mickler rolls to the left. He's going to fire to Mickler in the slots, and that is almost picked off Boy, he threw it right into double coverage
And
there.
that looked like just a little slant wheel there, right?
Yeah, but the flat was wide open on this side.
Well, there were two Wolfpack there, and one of them had his hands on it.
Yeah,
looked
he
like.
threw it to the wrong side.
Yeah, it was a slant wheel there. He tried to hit the wheel, and the wheel wasn't necessarily open. He just tried hitting it on a rope right there in the zone.
Huge stop there for the Wolfpack to get that 3 and out. So now Lanier is going to come in to do the punting. Back deep is Hopkins. He's standing at his own 10. Nice angled kick. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 20, 15. Let's see where they mark that.
That was a poor point. Very poor punt, huh?
Yeah.
He angled it too far. They're going to mark it out at the 15.
Well, Steve's got to get a good drive here. They really got to get something going.
No running game. No running game whatsoever so far.
Well, they got 7 men in the box over here. Almost 8 was the count safety.
How do you stop that? Do you try a quarterback draw? Do you?
What, with 8 men in the box?
I don't know.
You
That's
throw
what I'm
it.
asking.
You throw
All
it.
right.
Because you're having,
They're having the safety
they
over
got
top.
they got too many down linemen and linebackers to go ahead and block.
Buster's going to have to throw a slant or an in route or something other than that deep ball because there's
Or
safety.
the corner route.
Yeah, because they are still having 2 safeties. Now they're going to come out more of a 4-3. The safeties are just playing
So
shallow.
they can run a little smash here and just put a stop on where number 4 is and run that tight end because the safety's inside of him and run him on a corner.
Now they're going to set up
On
in
a
that
corner.
5-2, Kaz,
Yeah.
with those 2 middle
So
linebackers
right now,
and safety
and
stacked
look
on
at
top.
the safeties are, they're playing inside the tight end.
Your tight end should be wide
Looks like
open.
they got
on
a,
this
tight
play.
end
looks
should
like
be
they
open
got
on
a
the corner.
ball issue going on right now. They got the wrong
Well,
ball.
LaRocco's out there. He'll take care of the balls.
Yeah, the Rocco. He's been shining the
But
balls
right now
all night.
you can run this receiver down here on the flat and hit that tight end in the corner.
Buster's going to hand it to Hopkins. He's going to flea flicker. Now he's going to fire deep, and there's great coverage there, and it is almost picked off. Barnes was popped after the play. That'll be a 15-yard
Looks like they're going to get a late hit here.
Yeah,
they called
'cause
it?
Barnes was popped well after that play, and that'll be a first down for the Wolfpack. And again, Barnes threw that, and the defender is just standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buster's just throwing it to throw it. He doesn't know whether or not that guy's open.
Not when
But but those are the types of plays too. It's a 50-50 ball. Your receiver's got to go up and make a play.
Yeah.
And he did have his hands on it. That ball's bounced around a little bit. He did have a chance at that. But instead of we agree with you. I don't know if you guys heard that. Somebody screamed, "You're terrible," from the visitor side. By the way, weak crowd coming from Port Orange tonight for as many players as they have. So it'll be
Got that tight end's open in the corner.
Buster's in shotgun. He's going to drop back.
There he goes.
He looks to the tight end. Well overthrown.
Look
Not
at
a
the guy
well thrown
deep.
ball at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Flag on the play.
The guy
That ball's
deep.
coming back. That's going to be a holding call because Dalton just decided to pull his guy down with him. And it'll be first down in about, we'll call that 21, 22.
Is that LaRocco's flag? Did he throw it?
No, the white cap did. But that was an easy call. He pulled him down.
I tell you, LaRocco hasn't thrown many flags tonight.
But he does walk it off very, very well.
Yeah.
All right, so again,
But you know what?
they mark it at the 20.
You know what he's going to
It'll be
say?
first down at 21.
You know what LaRocco's going to say to me though? He's going to say,
I love you. No?
no. He's going to say, well, I didn't throw any flags. I'm going to tell him, yeah, but your partner's poor performance is a reflection on you.
So the Westport's going to go with a 2 tight end set, 1 wide out each way. They're going to give it to Hopkins. Heads over the right side, breaks the tackle, tries to get to the edge, and he's brought down. Maybe for a 1-yard loss. They got that good job by the Hawks of stringing that out.
Yeah, Spruce Creek did a nice job of just nice pursuit angles by everyone across the board there. Just in pretty much forced them to go nowhere.
That's one thing I noticed about them in film. And now that's 3 straight possessions right here where Westport has gotten. I don't think they got a first down.
They cannot run to the right side, and they haven't even tried to run to the left side.
Well, they haven't really been able to run the ball at all tonight.
No.
1:43 mark here in the third quarter. Plenty of time for the Westport Wolfpack to get something going. I formation for the Wolfpack.
Look at the tight end dump, wide open.
They're going to give it to the deep man, and he's hit.
Fumble.
That ball did. I don't know if it came out, but Hopkins ended up with it. It'll be third down and a good 20 yards, maybe a gain of 6 inches. Clock rolls.
I'm just not seeing a whole lot of life out of Westport right now.
They're playing flat. There's no energy. There's no spark. This is where Steve Rim likes to do a trick play, but it's 3rd and 20, Kaz, and I don't know. I guess it's as good as time as any.
Well, I don't know. I just see the tight end open in the middle. I mean, I see the mismatch because he can run by that safety, and he's not going to take him that long. Now you got 2 backs in there for full protection. So
there's no deep safety.
And now they're going to fake it. Barnes is under pressure. He's going to roll out to his right, needs some help, and he's going to be brought down for a 10-yard sack. It'll be 4th down and a country mile. And again, this looks just like Dunellen 2 weeks ago, where they can't get out of their own way.
Steve needs to hurry up and punt this before the quarter. If not, he's going to punt it to the wind.
Well, and unfortunately, they are
plenty of time. 35 seconds left.
The offensive line is just not giving them protection right now. I mean, this is probably the worst. This is probably the worst I've seen the O-line play all year.
Well, he's been rolling out.
He played pretty terribly against Dunellen.
Right through there.
There were no holes in Dunellen. Yeah. All right, so there's the snap. Barnes is going to put his left foot into it. Not a bad kick at all. It's a shank. It's a terrible kick. And it'll go about 10 yards because it went out of bounds, almost went to the stands of the visitor side.
Yeah, he went from not a bad kick to
I was setting it up. That's called a little foreshadowing.
Are your eyes playing tricks on you again?
No, it was an obvious shank. That sounds great the next day. See, unlike you guys, I listen back, I criticize myself. I'm willing to be critical so that I can improve. I'm like the guy who's eating chips.
All right, Vanguard's beating River Ridge 35-0.
What's that Dunellen score, boys?
13-7
Dunellen.
Yeah, you notice how
Wildwood's up 30-16.
You notice how John lost all his energy after he lost that battle of how great John Brantley is? John Brantley went from the Mount Rushmore to the
I never said John Brantley was great.
You've said it multiple times.
I said he did a great job turning things around at Bellevue.
You called him the Messiah.
Well, no.
11 seconds.
Now you're just making stuff up.
Wilson gets the ball, and he's brought down for a 5-yard loss.
Defensive end coming in there.
5-yard loss. And again, Brooks
Leonard Hill
all over the place. I thought that was Brooks. That was
it was Hill, number 11.
The sophomore.
What's that?
Sophomore.
Leonard Hill's a heck of a player.
All right, that is the end of the third quarter. We're going to be right back, but before we do, I want to thank McCarson Electric, 352-812-4486. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
WOCA.
Ocala.
Yeah, they got an easy road.
Here we go. Here we go. When do they play? When do they play Vanguard? 2 weeks?
No, they don't play for a while.
I mean, I thought it was a regional final.
They play. Vanguard plays Clay. Vanguard will play Clay next Friday.
I can't do that game because of my son's got a basketball game and a Thanksgiving tournament. And I'd rather see my son play. I'm sorry.
You don't want to see me?
Well, you could do the game by yourself.
Yeah.
Then we'd get kicked off the air. The FCC would call. All right, so it's 2nd down and 15 as we switch ends. Now the Hawks are going to move from our right to our left. They're wearing their all white, good-looking jerseys. Great number combination. Creeley's in shotgun. Wilson's to his left. Wilson's going to get it. He heads over the right side, gets the edge, cuts back, and is met by every Wolfpack defender, including Big Larry Brooks. Gains 1.
Excellent gang tackle there by Westport High School. Looks
Great
like
pursuit there.
Great pursuit there. Number 21 got in there, and I think really led the way there.
Well, they didn't lose contain. They made the guy cut upfield.
Freshman Jeremiah Rem.
Huh.
Rem. Number 21.
He's got to be a cousin of some sort.
Got to be related to Steve somehow.
You know, the Rim reunion has got like 752 people all in the same zip code. It's like the Farmers. The Farmers are connected to the Rim somehow, I heard. All right, so they're going to throw it into the slant pass, and that's incomplete.
Listen,
in and out of the hands of Minkler.
I tell Coach Steve Rem all the time, he's the godfather of the west side of Ocala.
They're all related over there.
He walks into the neighborhood and everybody starts kissing the pinky ring.
Oh, well, we kid because, we love him. But I'm not kidding. I think he's related. The farmers are over there. The Rims are over there.
You know another family that...
The Gaskins, they're intermingled with all of them.
The Wilkersons.
That's North Marion. North Marion up there.
Wilkerson. Well, that's where the line used to be. If you remember, they moved the line. And then there was this generation that ended up going to Vanguard instead of North Marion.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it changed MCYFL. It did. I remember that.
I'll tell you what, he was one of the most exciting players I've had was Antonio Wilkerson. Oh, man.
Well,
him and Derek Ponder.
Yeah, Derek Ponder, he's on the coaching staff here.
Believe it or not, Natrell Jamerson's mother's maiden name is Wilkerson.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
And they are technically in North Marion District.
Yep.
How he ended up going to Vanguard, I don't know. Let's just ask who the coach was at the time, how that happened.
Recruiting. You know what Vanguard would offer back then? We'll give you a burger once a week. I remember Farmer has that grill out there. I'm like, that grill's been there for 7 or 8 decades, I think.
You know another name?
And they taste great. There's something about that grill plate. It's well seasoned. The burger with nothing on it, because there's no spices, or sometimes they don't even have enough buns.
Another name that was always common out there was Man, M-A-N-N.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. All right, so here we go. 4th down and 12. Big play here for the Wolfpack. Creeley's in shotgun. They're going to send Minkler in motion. Creeley drops back. He looks. He's under pressure. Fires over the middle. Has a man, but he overthrows Minkler. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And this will be better field position for the Wolfpack. Big play there by the defense.
Good field position. And after that play, it looks like Westport may have a little bit more pep in their step right now. See if they can...
Defensively, they played outstanding.
They got to get something. They got to at least work to get a first down. They need a first down and then see what happens. But right now they've been 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
They need a first down, and they need to not get screwed by the referees.
Yeah. Well, unless something positive happens, because it's bad calls go both ways, don't they, Cass? I guess if it goes
depends on what your viewpoint is.
If it goes for you, it's not a bad call. Buster in shotgun. Big Larry Brooks is to his right. Let's see if they try to manpower. Nope, they're going to keep him in as a blocker. What a catch there by Leonard Hill. I think that was intended for Velasquez.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who that was supposed to go to.
They both ran curl routes, but Leonard Hill with great hands.
Hill ran a flat. That was a great catch.
He came a long way to catch it to get that ball. That'll set up 2nd down and 5. Good positive gain on 1st down. Barnes calls the snap. He looks to the right, fires into the flats, and it's dropped by Hopkins. They tried to get it to Hopkins out there in the wide receiver position. He couldn't come up with it.
You got to catch that.
Yep.
Doesn't have great hands, and it looked like he slipped. The track.
Well, right now they can probably throw stop routes. They're playing loose on them, so you can throw a few stop routes.
Hopkins is fast.
Just to have them make a tackle.
I would be hitting Velasquez down here on the stop route.
They got Larry Brooks set up in the slot. No, I'm sorry, at fullback. He's going to get it. Bounces off a guy and manages to get back maybe a yard. It'll be 4th down. And what do you do here if you Steve Rim? Again, they just get stuck. There's no movement whatsoever. They're going to go quick. They're going to go quick here. Barnes in shotgun. He's going to try to draw him off. Now he looks to Steve, his uncle, for the call.
Run a stop.
They're running sticks here.
Right there.
Barnes fires.
There you go.
Velasquez has got it.
First down.
He's got enough for the first down, depending on the spot. First down, Westport.
That's a good call.
They just ran sticks. Yeah. Everybody got to the sticks.
In the second half.
Good place by Buster throwing it to the right person.
That's not been by penalty. Let's see if they can get some momentum going here with 10:03 left to go in this football game. 21-12 is our score. Westport trails. They've put William Cotney back at center.
Tell you what, right now would be a good time to run a dump to that tight end right up the middle.
Shotgun for Barnes. He's going to look to the Velasquez on a flag
Oh.
route, and that's going to be picked off. No! Velasquez stole it and then dropped it, and they're going to call it incomplete. Wow! David Watson of Spruce Creek had it. Velasquez said, I'll take that, and Barnes is on a knee on the side, on the back.
He took a shot.
Wow.
He took a shot.
Yeah, so all they were trying to do was hit him on a post route there, and quite honestly was not open, and Barnes just kind of threw up a prayer for Velasquez. Hey, but great heads up by Velasquez there.
Yeah, he took it away from him.
Yeah, I mean, he became a defender. He became a defender at that point and did what he needed to do.
All right, well, but while we have this little break in the action as they tend to Jyleek Barnes, I want to thank McCarson Electric, 352-812-4486. And Steve Rim is telling his quarterback to get ready. Let's see who he was going to play.
I think he's going to go with
Chisholm, who played a little bit in that Dunellen game. We'll find out what's going on. But we'll be right back after this. You're listening to High School Football on WOCA, The Source.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity, and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 men in a truck.
Welcome back to Westport High School. New quarterback, Israel Chisholm in shotgun. Second down and 10, 9:55 left to go. He's going to run a draw right up the middle. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. And my boy is popped hard, but they still haven't called the whistle. And the ball comes out, and I'm not sure what your boy was doing there, John, but you got to blow the whistle.
Yeah, they looked like they should have called forward progress, and they called it about
5 minutes early.
Yeah, 2 seconds too late. I don't know.
Looked like a scrum.
Wow. So Jyleek Barnes is on the sideline. He's got his helmet off, getting some fluids. The physical trainer is standing next to him. Let's see if he comes back. They're going to give him 3 yards on that. It'll be third down and 7.
I say Chisholm ran in there like a freight train.
He was going with some urgency.
He was
He's
not
going to run
slowing
this time
down.
to the left side.
That's Hopkins.
And he's going to be brought down, and the whole world knew he was going to run. You have offensive linemen that are 30 yards down the field, and Hopkins loses 8 on the play. It'll be fourth down at 15.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're at the point of the game now where
You're on your
Westport's.
sixth quarterback.
Yeah, they're just out of. I think they're just out of gas or out of ideas. I mean, this is tough. They're on quarterback number 5. This is their fifth. They literally have their 5th string quarterback in the ball game right now.
The only thing they can do is run a quarterback dive.
How many teams have you ever seen have to resort to their 5th string quarterback?
It's not good. Whenever it happens, it's not good.
Who's that, Buster back in?
No, Buster's on the sideline with his helmet off, and the trainer's got the helmet. Chisholm's going to drop back. He's going to roll out to his right. Oh, he's got enough for the first down if he can break a tackle. Puts his foot in the ground, tries to make one man, makes 2 men. And there's a flag on the play. They're going to call that on Velasquez.
Great.
Blake blocking
What?
back.
Fourth down converted. That was a first down. Fourth down.
That flag came
They got a
from
flag.
deep.
Yeah.
And it's a block in the back. Good call. 10-yard penalty
I didn't
from
see it.
the
I didn't see it.
45-yard line. It'll be fourth down and a solid 15. It was an easy call. Velasquez can't make that block. No need to.
That'll be a spot foul.
Yes, it will. Let's see where they spot it from. Oh, is it offsetting? Oh, they're talking.
No, they're trying to show where the spot was from. They're trying to figure out.
They were pointing both ways. LaRocco's marking it off from the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 20. Nice play there by Chisholm to get the first down, even though it didn't count.
It's tough to take that away from a kid, that type of effort.
Yeah.
It was a block in the back. That was the easiest call all day.
I didn't see it.
Of course, you're on your phone.
Well,
should
I'm tweeting about how Westport has their 5th-string quarterback in the game
you're
right
trolling
now.
people. All right, here we go. 8 minutes left to go here in the football game. Westport trails 21-12.
Was it 4th down?
Buster Barnes back in the football game at quarterback in this huge 4th down play. Barnes drops back. He's going to fire in. That ball is nowhere near being completed.
I thought it got tipped from the line of scrimmage.
It came
Sounded
out like
it.
the nose down. So turnover on downs, and Spruce Creek is in full charge of this game. It's a 2-possession football game, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at the 28-yard
Well,
line.
Westport needs a turnover this series.
They had
Get
the
some
one at
momentum.
the end of the half, and nothing else even close.
Well, they
So
need
let's
to
see if they
get
can
one
make a
here.
play.
We need a fumble with a good return.
1st and 10 from the 28 as the Hawks, again, their coach Andy Price doing a heck of a job tonight. He's made all the right decisions. And Westport, who has maybe a third of the players that the Hawks do, are running out of gas. Creeley calls the snap. He's going to give it to Wilson. Wilson heads up the middle, and he's hit. I thought he had a huge hole, but that closed quickly as Larry Brooks came in and made a nice play.
Larry Brooks has had a good year. Is a senior, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Big human being, homecoming king.
He is going to be a big loss.
I
gonna be a
had
big
his
game at
daddy,
the next
believe it or
level.
not. I coached his daddy.
Not
His daddy
surprised
played
by
for
that
me
at all.
Vanguard.
2nd and 8. Clock rolls, 7:17. 2 wideouts to each side.
Yeah,
Wilson, the lone setback.
if you're Westport, you're just hoping for a big turnover on defense.
They need a turnover here.
They need a turnover, and they got to return it for a big
We
play.
were just talking about that while you were on your phone. They're going to fake it to the flat.
There it is.
Oh, and it's recovered. Larry Brooks was right there, but Creeley fell on it, and that'll set up 3rd down and about 13 or 14. Big play there by the defense. They saw that screen pass, and it looked like McCarson stepped up into that and broke that up.
No, he went to go throw it, and it came
Is that
flying
what
out
it
of
was?
his hand.
Yeah, I thought he pump faked and pulled it back.
He went back like this to throw it, and it, and it
Yeah,
came
I
out
thought
and
he
slipped
pulled
out of
it
his
back.
hand.
All right. Either way, it was a huge loss, 3rd and 14 here. We know that the kicker does not have this kind of range. His best kick is about a 25-yarder. Creeley drops back. He's going to look over the middle. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Fires, and it is almost intercepted.
And there's a flag on the play.
That's holding.
Probably going to be a holding.
That's holding, and they're going to.
But they'll decline it.
Yeah.
They'll decline it.
Why are they looking at the other side? Why are they looking at the visitor
Maybe
sideline?
They might be
for
telling
holding?
him what number. A lot of times they tell you what number was holding.
Yeah, but
I
they're waving their hands like they're going to decline it.
Well, they are. Isn't it 4th
3rd
down?
and 15. Okay. This Whitecap does things I've never seen before.
Well, because he's terrible.
Well, did he even give Steve an opportunity not to decline it?
Yeah.
Because he may want to push him back. It's
Well,
4th and 15.
I don't understand that play call by Spruce Creek. It's a two.
See, now they're going to keep their offense. I would have moved them back 10 yards, Kaz. Thoughts?
No. You don't move them back. You make them. You make them play on 4th and long, but it's a 2-score game.
Now they're going to bring out their punter.
It's a 2-score game.
Oh, they're going to bring out their kicker.
That's 4th down.
Yeah, it's a 2-score game.
Their punter. That's their
This
punter.
late in the
All right.
game, why are you not running the ball there? Why are you
Quick
passing the ball?
snap. Low snap. Oh, I thought the Wolfpack were going to get it. Instead, it's going to go into the end zone touchback. And there's 9 or 10 guys on the ground. A flag on the play. My favorite official calls it. And let's see what the call is. Because everybody was hit. I think that could be roughing the kicker.
I hope not.
Ooh, and the kicker is hurt.
It looked like he got blocked into the
Yeah,
kicker.
that's Hunter Schill.
there you
Oh,
go.
the false start. They call it false start.
You got to decline that because it was a touchback. It's
Yeah, I
first and 10
think
for the 20.
I think what happened with the kicker there is it wasn't roughing the kicker. They blocked. Westport manned those guys and push their own Spruce Creek players into the kicker is what happened.
So we're at 6-minute mark here, boys. Again, want to thank McCarson Electric 352-812-4486.
But you know, here,
what do you do, Kaz? 6 minutes left to go. You're down by.
Well, first of all,
I want to get a first down.
Yeah, well, and I don't.
then
Once
go
again,
from there.
I don't understand Spruce Creek. Why are you passing the ball there? They run the ball there. You're now.
They've been running all day, haven't they?
Yeah.
They
Why?
haven't stopped them.
But why would you throw it there? Run the ball and chew the clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're giving them over 6 minutes. There would be 5 minutes on the clock if they would have ran
second
it.
half, they just run the ball.
Yeah.
And they can't be stopped. But he needs to get
Give
first
me a
down.
play call right here, Kaz.
I just try to get something to get a first down, a stop route.
Well, they've
simple.
run that. That's not Buster can't.
Well, Buster
doesn't done a good job of
He
throwing
threw a
it.
stop route for a first down right here.
Buster's back in the
It's a
game.
great catch by Leonard Hill.
No, I'm talking about the one they threw to number 10.
Velasquez.
Yeah, and
All
he
right.
got the first down.
All right, here we go. Barnes in shotgun to his left is the big man. Barnes is going to roll out. He's going to fire into the flats, and that's caught by Chisholm at the 30. He tries to shake,
There's
and
a
he
stop
runs out of
route. Look
bounds
at
at the
that.
35.
Try to get momentum.
That was not a stop route.
That was a stop.
That was a
What
stop
it?
route.
It was a 3-yard.
That's a
turnaround.
stop route.
It's a stop route. Run and stop.
It's a-
They're playing loose. Look how loose they're playing.
I'm kidding.
Look
I
how
know
loose
it was
they're
a stop
playing.
route.
And
It
then
was
you
a
come
great
back with a
throw.
stop and go.
Great catch.
But this is something easy he could throw to the sideline.
And I would keep running it.
Stop and go.
Look, do it
defensive
again.
Same
back's looking at him.
formation. Barnes looks that way. Now he fires again with a stop route, and he one-hops it.
That back's got to do a better job blocking that defensive end. He's just waiting there for him.
Barnes looks like he throws that ball nose down all the time, Cass.
Yeah, he's throwing it off.
Well,
his
I think
finger.
what
He wants to be
he's
technical.
doing, Buster, is
I knew you wanted to do that, by the way. That's a thing for you. I love it.
he's I think Buster, instead of just rearing back and throwing it, he's too worried about aiming it.
Sure.
And that's why he's short arming it and shot putting the ball.
And the quarterback is just sprinting behind him because he doesn't want to get beat. That's David Watson wearing number 4. They're going to throw it. Oh, gosh, that was dangerous.
Better get it. Might be a lateral.
You throw that ball high to the flats over there like that,
That
that
slipped out
could
of
be
his hand.
terrible. 3rd down and 10 after that errant pass. Wasn't a lateral.
All right,
it was a
go with a
pass.
slant flat and try to hit the
They
flat.
haven't thrown a slant or a slant all day.
Slant flat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have him throw the slant, but I'd throw the hit
Yeah,
the flat.
I wonder if he just doesn't have the confidence to throw the slant, or he's calling it and just not making the read.
I just think they have that covered inside. I don't think they have the outside
Well, they
covered.
did in this formation with those 2 linebackers.
Denellen, by the way,
right there.
Denellen won 13-7.
Wow.
Rain. 2 tight ends. Weird set here for them. They're going to throw a stop route, and it was tipped at the line. 4th down and 10.
Well, punt it.
The defense is playing well, boys.
I know.
Offensively, you got to go for it.
Go ahead
here.
and punt. They might drop the punt. They might do something. They,
they-
might fumble.
This
got-
team
you
hasn't
got-
done that all night.
got
They're
5
not going to
minutes to
make
go.
those mistakes.
You got to go for it here.
You got to go for it. Minkler's the returner.
Well, they're
He hasn't
touchdown
been
and 2
sketchy.
points away from tying it, aren't they?
It's 21-12. It's 9 points, Cass.
9. Okay.
You taught history, though. He's going to run the. Oh, that ball's almost picked up. It was one hop.
That's a hell of a catch if he caught it.
Yeah, that was intended for Velasquez.
You actually
threw it
would have
behind.
rather him caught that.
Absolutely, it would have been.
Because if he catches
It would've
that,
been a punt.
now Spruce Creek starts
Like
from
a
the
punt.
50
Yeah.
instead of
Poorly thrown ball.
That's a heck of an effort.
Poorly thrown
we
ball.
got some
Again,
viewers
he-
asking for a
he-
score. Can we give a
I
score
just gave
update?
him one, 21-12.
21-12, 5:44 left in the game.
That's it. Good job.
But they had.
Listen, someone's got to cater to the viewers
Yeah,
around
well,
here.
what happens is
You
they
don't. You
just get
see,
in the
you
car.
don't care about the audience. You only care about yourself.
All you care about is your chips. Hey, Kaz, I do want to go back to, because that ball seems to be coming out of Barnes' hand a little differently, do you think it's just because he's losing confidence?
Well, no, because when he's throwing the slant, there are big bodies up there, and he don't have a throwing lane. You know, that's why the ball's getting tipped up front.
Yeah. So Creeley is the quarterback for the Spruce Creek Hawks. There's a whistle. Delay of game. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down and 15. The ball's now going to be at the 40. They need to get to the 30 or the 25.
But he can't throw no intermediate or short passes over the middle because they're going to have to be longer to the outside where he can see. He can't see.
By the way, Galen, Guess what?
What was the score?
You were wrong on Trinity. Under hits.
Oh, crap.
49-0.
There's a deep pass to the right side, and it's broken up. Great defense there by Westport.
Great
man
defense there by who?
Holding
Why
against
are you
Spruce
throwing the
Creek.
ball?
It'll be a 10-yard penalty from the
Stop the
spot.
clock.
That will be a huge penalty because it was 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Spot foul. And by the way, let's talk about. I hate spot fouls.
And I think that was Lightsey.
I hate spot fouls for holding. Don't you, Cass?
Oh, yeah.
So they need to change that rule.
Spruce Creek is shooting himself in the foot
This
right
has
now.
been great for Westport because their best offense right now is Spruce Creek's defense.
They're just shooting themselves in the foot. Why they're throwing the ball around right now is beyond me. If they end up losing this game, they deserve it.
All right, so Creeley's going to be in shotgun. 3 wideouts to the top, 1 to the bottom, and there's a false start.
No, they
right
got
at
5
the
yards
middle
back.
By number 8. We still don't know who number 8 is, and that'll be first down now in 23.
So the under hit in
God, I
the
hate
Trinity
the
game.
under.
The under also hit in the Denellen game.
Okay.
Under hit in the Vanguard game as
You had
well.
it under Denellen and North Marion?
Yeah, well, he
What
thought
was
it would
under?
go over.
I
was
never
under?
bet the under. I would rather just
What was the
shoot
under?
myself
What
in
was
the
the
foot.
over?
The score prediction on the game was like 35-6 or something.
That doesn't mean it's the under, by the way. All right, Creeley's going to roll out to his right. He's looking for a man in the flats now. He fires deep. Incomplete, and he threw it into triple coverage.
And the clock stopped again.
Why Spruce Creek is throwing the ball right now is beyond me. This is one of the most poorly coached end of the games I have ever
He
seen
could have
in my
run for the
entire.
first down, by the way.
They could have just ran the ball.
They could've-
Why are you throwing the ball right now?
Sincere Wilson has been destroying this Wolfpack team, and he hasn't touched the ball here late in the fourth. Are they just thinking, we don't respect this offense, so let's get some work in?
Apparently. This is
I
bizarre.
I don't understand. I mean, the only thing they had to do, they were getting 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a clip.
And now they're taking their sweet time on the clock stop.
Spruce Creek deserves to lose this game.
All right, so Creeley's going to be in shotgun. They're going to send a man in motion. That's Allen.
They're throwing it
Creeley
again.
drops back. He fires to Allen, and it's caught. Inbounds. It'll be about a 20-yard gain, but it'll still be well short. It'll be third down and a long 8.
This is bizarre, guys.
Oh, he got a great spot. 5 yards. 3rd and 5.
This is bizarre. It really is.
That was a nice route. Creative route.
That was a good job. But, well, that happens. He found a seam, and he just stayed there, and that's where the quarterback threw it. He didn't run into
Hey,
coverage.
a better throw. I think he could have taken that into the end zone.
Yeah.
He was wide open over there.
But
He
the
just fell
quarterback's
down.
thrown to an open spot, and that's where the
Yeah.
receiver's throttling down. So, he don't need to. He don't want to run into coverage.
We'll call it 3rd and 6. Creeley in shotgun. Wilson to his left. Creeley drops back. He pump
Throwing
fakes.
it again.
He's going to roll out to his right. Fires deep into the end zone, and it is going to be caught. What a catch by Minkler. Minkler with his second grab.
That was a heck of a catch.
Wow. Number 12, 5'11", 180 junior. Kevin Minkler.
He jumped up there and jumped right over the
Yeah.
defensive back and caught it. That was a heck of an
A
effort.
heck of a catch there. Heck of a catch.
7-12. Spruce Creek puts the final nail in the coffin of Westport season.
Well, maybe that's why they're throwing the ball around. But golly, I mean, that's risky by the coaching staff. I would.
Good coverage. Great.
Game would have been
great
over
catch.
by now if they'd have ran it.
Yeah.
That's true because we started 8.5 minutes early. All right, here we go for the extra point.
I meant by running the ball.
I understand. And the kick is up, and it's good. It's 28-12.
Unbelievable.
4:35 left to go in this football game. And now, again, I guess now is when you start to look back a little bit, Kaz and John, and Westport, again, with their quarterback situation. I don't think many people gave them much hope. But coming into the second half, they were in this football game down by 2. Hats off for a great season by Steve Rim and Westport.
What do you do? What are some of the biggest improvements you need to make if you're Steve Rim in the offseason?
Get rid of COVID. Have every one of your players take the vaccine.
One thing that hurt Steve this year was, one, there was no spring practice. The weight room was closed. They did not get to do workouts where they could meet more as a team. And those are the things that you need in order, especially coming in, starting new. So now this year, he got a lot of kids coming back. They know the system, and I think they're going to be motivated for a good off season.
Well, I think one of the things he needs to do is get the kicking game right. I
Yeah,
think
and that's very unusual with Steve.
That's a problem at every high school in this county.
Well, Steve was a
what a block there by Kamori Mathis. That a boy, Chemo.
Steve was a
a
very
good block.
stickler. There's a late hit.
Yeah, and so
Steve
the
was a very
kickoff
stickler
return comes out to
in
the
special
30.
teams.
Yeah.
We've always had special teams, and because he was a part of it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Well, let's see where they mark it. 31 for the Wolfpack. And again, let's be clear, kicking, unless you're at Forest High School or Trinity, who goes out and recruits guys, is a problem. It's just a problem. And it starts at MCYFL. Nobody kicks. Nobody wants to play kicker.
Well, that's where you got to go to soccer teams.
You got to go find a guy. But I think that's something that he will work on. But I think you nailed it, Kaz. I think having a good offseason and keeping the talent here is big. Barnes throws one deep out to the right.
Picked.
That's going to be
It's going to be intercepted.
That was a floating duck out there. That ball slipped out of Barnes' hand.
And that's number 10 for Spruce Creek, Jareek Cooper on the interception.
Well, that'll make his huddle film. It'll make him look like a hero. I think, John, you could have made that catch. It'll
Probably.
be 1st and 10 for Spruce Creek from their own 45.
But, I mean, those are the keys for him, and he had that problem coming in where he couldn't do all these things. The summer was almost a waste.
This is a really young team.
Yeah, it is.
They're, the biggest loss for them is going to be the big fella in the middle, the homecoming king, Mr. Brooks. He'll be a huge loss. They're going to lose some of their wide receivers. Chisholm's done. Lightsy's done.
But he got some good young kids coming up.
But they do in that MCYFL talent pool.
Or Dante Miller's done.
Or Dante Miller. But how many kids can they get from other schools that transfer from a Bellevue, for example, or a Lake Weir, or a Vanguard? There's a handoff, and it'll be 2nd down and about 5
but
with
the
4:14.
big positive for him this year is really the attitude of the kids. I mean, you can look right now; they're getting beat, but them suckers are playing.
Last year, and I said this publicly, Westport quit multiple games in the second half. This team has showed a ton of heart and has never given up.
Well, I'll tell you, I was talking to somebody about FSU, and I think Norvell's done a good job. He got rid of a lot of junk.
Yeah.
And
He
those kids
inherited
are young.
a lot of junk.
Those kids are young that he's got playing right now, and they're playing their ass off.
I like Travis, their quarterback.
They're playing very hard, and I think that's the big turning point. I look for them to be a lot better next year because you have those. I think the other day he had some kids that they came in after halftime, and they weren't there the second half.
Yeah.
Sent them home.
Well, it's
And
Listen,
sometimes you gotta do that.
I heard a story.
It's 3rd and 7. Let me just say this real quick. There's a timeout on the field, and I'll let you go. 3rd and 7, 28-12 is our score. Spruce Creek leads. Go.
No, so I heard a story at Florida State that happened last year.
It's story time.
Yeah,
with John.
story time. As you know, Jim Levitt was an analyst on the staff. He was not a on-field coach, an analyst, whatever you want to call it. And when you're an analyst, you're only allowed to have, I think, so much interaction with the players. Like, you're not allowed to coach on the field at all. Well, apparently the culture there last year was just no, this was 2 years ago. This was 2 years ago when Taggart was still there. And there's players just walking.
No, that was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
It was last 3 years.
I've heard this
last
story.
2 years.
I've heard
And
the story.
apparently apparently players are just like, because you know the rule. When you walk onto the practice field, helmet's on, strapped, and you're running where you need to go. Well, players are just walking on the field, lazy as anything. Helmet's not on, unstrapped, shoulder pads half on, and Levitt lost his mind. He went off on the players, and the coaches are having to remind Levitt.
Pump and go, almost a touchdown. Minkler, they're just trying to give this man all the. That wasn't Minkler.
I don't understand what they're doing throwing the ball right now.
Maybe they're working on something.
No, who knows? They're running the score.
But I agree with you, and the thing is,
but they said Levitt lost his mind, and they were like, "Coach, you're not allowed to talk like this is against the rules." And he's like, "I don't effing care." Like he was going berserko on these guys.
well, you watched them when Taggart was there, and they had 15-yard penalties, unsportsmanlike, late hits, 10 offsides, and what do? They go like this.
Right.
Their hands are between them,
so-
not saying a word. You look at a Kirby Smart or a Saban, and they could be up 50 points, and a third-teamer jumps offsides, even Dabo, and they rip that kid because it's not acceptable.
Well,
it's not acceptable by whether you're first string or 10th string, whether you're up by 0 points or 50 points. That's the way it is.
While we're talking about
that's
that,
that's what he did.
Derek Brooks is a family friend. He and my brother went to college together, and he was at my brother's wedding. Anyway, so I talked to Brooks about it, and he goes, I didn't even go back to campus. I just stayed more involved with the NFL. Never went back to that campus. After the first time I went to a practice and I saw the effort and the lack of it, and coaches are joking around and trying to be these kids' best friends. He goes, I love Bobby Bowden.
This was during the Taggart era?
Yeah, this was 2 years ago. He goes, I love Bobby Bowden. I love Bobby Bowden.
And
Bobby Bowden is not my friend.
No, he's your coach. But
and Brooks doesn't say a bad word about any human being ever. So yeah.
But it's just, and then he blamed Jimbo saying he left the cover bear. How he had the top 5 recruiting kids.
Hopkins on the punt return, he runs backwards and maybe a safety. Oh, and he fumbles at the 1 yard line. That'll be a turnover because he was about to get a safety because he ran backwards. They're going to mark it down at the 1. It'll be Spruce Creek football unless his knee was down. Let's see if they give him a break. Your boy LaRocco's running in, showing some flash.
Here he comes to save the day.
and I do want to say this.
But that's what gets me with Taggart. He did a horrible job over there. It looked like he wanted to get fired to get that payday.
But remember they're firing him because he's black. No, they're firing him because he's terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
they had no discipline on that team.
All you had to do is watch the film, and you could realize.
Oh, yeah, just watch the
terrible.
game. You go, look what happened. And now they're getting more life on them because they got younger kids in, and they got rid of all the
What do you think of
people.
Travis, the new quarterback?
I haven't seen him. I don't watch Flack. Why would I want to watch a Florida State fan?
He's okay. He's okay. He ain't nothing special.
He's a freshman, isn't he?
Spruce Creek football here. First and goal from the 2. Our score is 20.
You know what I never understood? As big as the quarterback problems they've had, why didn't they ever give the kid from Leesburg a chance that walked on, Wyatt Rector?
Again, agreed.
Why?
Taggart thought that Blackman was going to win at Heisman.
The quarterback, Wyatt Rector, the kid that went to Leesburg, and then he was at Central Michigan.
And
then he transferred back to Florida. He's now a tight end.
Correct. Yeah.
And he's actually playing a lot.
Yeah.
As a tight end.
Travis is I like Travis.
But why not give Wyatt Rector an opportunity after all the quarterback issues you're having?
So they're going to keep their starters in, which is a bit of a shock. He's just a sophomore, 6'1", 160. Creeley is in shotgun. New running back in the game. Don't know who that is, but he got
Kimo.
Rudely.
Nice play by
I got to
Kimo.
clean something up. I saw Kamori last night at the Vanguard Westport game, and he goes, Coach, I played football last year. So I'm sorry, Kimo, that you played football last year.
Hey, they're listening to our broadcast.
Oh, they do, because I ran into them all. Yeah. And by the way, I want to say Vanguard got the win last night against North Marion. On Tuesday, they got the win against Westport. Westport only scored 5 points in the first half.
What are you talking about?
That basketball game.
Basketball?
Yeah. It's, my son plays. He's not a very good football player, Kaz, but he's an okay basketball player.
Well, hell, he's 6'8", isn't he?
6'7". You will admit my boy had great hands. He has great hands.
Yeah, he can catch football.
He did not want to.
It just took him forever to get there.
He's faster now. His shoe size hasn't grown.
Oh, man, I got a cramp.
But I'll tell you what, and again, I've said this. I want to thank you guys. This has been so much fun.
Oh, yeah. I've had a blast doing this.
Yeah, and I love doing it with people who care about the game and can be entertaining. And story time with Kaz is incredible. All right, so they called the timeout for some reason. Second down, new quarterback. I have no idea who it is for Spruce Creek. Oh, and there's a bad snap, and it's going to be fumbled. That'll be a loss of 20. Ball's going to come, 15. Ball comes out to the 15. I can't even tell where the lines are. This field's in such bad shape.
Yeah, it's on the 15. No, 20. No, 15.
Right? Am I right? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. So it'll be third and
well, they got them soccer lines there too, don't they?
Yeah, it's confusing. So, again, I this season, I think it went better than any of us could have dreamed, right? We were talking before the season started, John, that Westport's going to be lucky to win 2 games.
I would have liked.
We thought that Lake Weir and/or Bellevue could be possible wins.
I would have liked. Well, I obviously we didn't expect North Marion to be as poor of a team as they were this year. I would have liked to see Westport have Savino against both Denellen and Vanguard. I think those are 2 totally different ball games. Now, granted, I still don't think Westport wins those games, but I think it's a lot more competitive.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we didn't get to see Westport full health every game.
Oh, agreed. Creeley fires into the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Spruce Creek. Man, at some point, are you just running it up? It's 34-12.
Looks like it.
The kids from Port Orange have just decided, well, we've got a good 45 or 50 fans in the stands. We're going to put it on you.
Well, they got their backup quarterback in, so maybe
that was their starter.
Well, that was their starter?
They brought Creeley back in.
Oh, wow.
And he threw a touchdown. 34-12. It's Volusia County. They haven't showered in several days.
Yeah, it's the beach bum Daytona mentality.
I mean, most of their parents are high and jobless. They're waiting for the next hurricane so they can go and screw some poor person who lives in Michigan out of their money because they can't go to their house, and they just say they were improving damage.
But I'll tell you one thing. The big thing for Westport this year is I think
By the
their
way,
attitude.
the coaches heard that, I hope.
I think their attitude is completely different, and they're going to have. They're going to build off of this. What happened this year.
By the way, I don't care if you run them up. It's your job to stop them. You score as much as you want. That doesn't really bother me.
I'll tell you what. When we were at Westport, the first year we played varsity, we were playing. We were all sophomores, and people were beating us by 50, 60 points. The following year, Steve goes, well, you're going to let us? I said, no. Hell with that. We're going to run the score up on them. I tried to score 100 on them.
I believe in that.
Because they did it to me. I mean, but our kids, we had the opportunity back then in the fourth quarter to run the clock. And I look at guys, you want to run the clock? They go, heck no, we want to play.
You work too hard.
They're competitors.
No, you work too
hard. So we
get
beat by 50, but no running clock.
No,
and I tell the ref, I said, I'm sorry. If I said running clock, the kids think I quit on them.
Agreed. No. You play the whole 60 minutes or 40 minutes.
But we do.
And there's a kick. Hopkins is going to pick it up at the 10. Let's see if he can do anything magical. Cuts outside. Breaks a tackle. Breaks 2. Gets to the 35. It'll be first and 10. Wolfpack 35-12. 35-12, John.
We haven't seen Hopkins break many big kick returns like I thought we would this year. What do you think that's attributed to?
I can tell
you. The
blocking is the special teams
is awful.
And that's the one thing that you work on in the offseason, right, Kaz?
And I'll tell you what's scary. I hate to see when they kick it deep. Because you got kids in there, because you got to get your starters rested. You got kids in there that they might not can't tackle.
Special teams is going to be an area of improvement. Barnes still at quarterback. He drops back. He's got a little time. Steps up. Now he rolls out to his right.
Get out of bounds.
He's going to get out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Short gain.
Second down and 6.
But I would try to take it down here just to leave on a positive note and try to get some sort of score.
Absolutely. Agreed.
You got two and a half minutes to go. Just try to end in positive note.
By the way, there are a bunch of dirty jerseys out there. The kids from Port Orange are still playing their starters.
Yeah.
And they got 97 kids. Ooh, Barnes hit as he throws. The pass is complete to Hopkins, but he gets no gain. It'll be
good
third
tackle
down
by a
and 6.
linebacker out there.
Just took so long for it to get out there.
Yeah, well, he's not a quarterback.
Right, he's the 5th string. Unbelievable. This team could have quit.
But
you know what I mean? This team could have quit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They didn't. That's leadership. Barnes coming in late. Brooks, I'm sorry. He's going to be the fullback. He's not a running back. He's bigger than Jerome Bettis.
He's just coming in there to be
Barnes is hit as he throws over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 7. And the defensive end coming over on the left side is just lighting the Barnes.
Yeah, he came out there unblocked.
I don't know what they're doing on the left side of that line, but they got to do something different. There's a whistle on the play. What are they calling a timeout for?
You don't know.
Oh, incomplete pass?
Yeah.
All right. Pass interference. Oh, against Spruce Creek. That'll be a 10-yard penalty, first down.
I'm not sure where the
This
passing
is the biggest drive
It
of
was,
the second half.
It was uncatchable.
Yeah,
for
I'm
Westport.
not. I'm not sure where the passing
Yeah.
interference was, but I guess we'll take it. Huh?
Morocco with the call. He's like, these are my boys. I'm going to protect them. This is the first time in the second half Westport's been inside Spruce Creek's side of the foot. Of
It
the
might
50.
be their first down.
No, it's not their first down, but it's the first time they're
Second
inside
half.
the 50. Barnes shotgun, fires into the flats, picked off.
Oh, man.
What a terrible. I don't know if he ran the wrong route, but Barnes threw it right.
No,
Guy
it's just, he
turned
was just off
inside.
target.
David Wilson
And
on
he
the
threw it
David
outside.
Watson.
David
I'm sorry.
Watson, number 4 for Spruce Creek on the interception
35
there.
to 12. Let's see if they score again. If they score again, then we'll know they're running it up. Maybe it's your fault, John. Maybe you upset them. Did you say something? Did the FHSAA call them and say run it up against these guys?
Maybe they listened to our post-game talk against Denell, and then they heard me call them Juice Creek.
Maybe. You wanted me to put it in the PSA or in the promo.
I'll tell you, I'll tell you what, looking at the playoff system and everything,
Oh,
I
they
got to
got
admit,
a bunch of new kids.
I got to admit now, FHSAA did a pretty good job considering what they had
Yeah.
and to get this playoff thing going.
I agree. Everybody made it. Yeah, it was fine.
You know, and even what they did, but I
Wow.
gotta give them credit. You know, I don't like the point system. I don't like this or that or whatever. But they did a pretty good job trying to get this thing.
Although I
together.
don't know
I gotta laugh.
how.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh. So there was a false start on Westport. A kid who probably hasn't played all year. His jersey is pristine. He jumps off sides and he looks at Brooks like, "Was that me?" Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
And
look
then he
at it.
gets fooled by the backup
Did you
quarterback.
see what happened to him?
Yeah.
He looked like he had roller skates on.
Number
Although I don't understand how they organized how like the playoff brackets and how like the first
roll of the dice.
well
They
you know
put everybody in their district, and they said, "You got to play."
but here's what they did where they missed the mark. I think you look at a game like the Villages and Bulls. That was a first round game. How does the Villages, who had a fantastic season, how do they draw Bulls?
They're in the
first
same
round?
district. How many schools are 2A?
Are they? Are they in the same
Yeah.
district?
They're both tiny schools. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you look in there and you look at Denellen now.
But
They
they
have
still-
an easy road. They next 3 or 4
Wait,
games.
so
they
is
play
is
Vanguard.
is Spruce
Vanguard
Creek
don't have. They got to play some teams that won 7 games.
I
is
got-
Spruce
yes,
Creek
correct.
and Westport in the same district?
Yeah.
But even
Yeah. This is a.
They're in the
district-
same
This is
classification.
a regional semifinal. They got a bye. Westport got a bye. Spruce Creek won last week, and there's a pass out to the flats. It'll be third down.
That's almost a good job by.
5.
now,
58 seconds.
how did Westport get a bye? What
Roll of the
justified-
dice.
Because they have so many.
No, it's a
they
roll
don't
of the
They don't
dice.
have that many teams
Right.
like they do
but
in
not everybody
5A.
got a bye.
5A has a lot more teams than in the.
But once again, if they would have had a different playoff system under a regular playoff system, the Villages is not playing Bulls in the first round.
Agreed. Yes, that's correct. Correct. Under a normal playoff system, yes. Up, and there's a running back who picks up a first down, and that should be the end of the game, unless Spruce Creek wants to run another one, and they don't need to.
They're probably going to throw it deep.
All right, so they might. At that point, then there's a fight. But let's see if they just take a knee or if they run a play. Bunch
now
of
the clock
probably-
will run. It's running right now. It's over.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to step aside, and when we do, we're going to put a little cherry on the top of the season. And I'm waiting for the clock. The final from Westport High School. Spruce Creek Hawks, 35. The Westport Wolfpack, 12. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA.
Here's your favorite part of the
Source.
game.
Oh yeah, we got.
You're getting
It's-
ready to
it's
move
like that.
and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 men in a truck.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Have you recovered from COVID-19? If so, we're glad you're safe and well again. Do you want to join the ranks of heroes? Studies show that donating convalescent plasma after being 14 days symptom-free from COVID can help with recovery of patients who suffer from the virus. Donate today at a local Life South donor center and help save others from COVID-19. Be a hero. Donate today. Visit lifesouth.org for more information.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source. WOCA.
Ocala.
Welcome back to high school football right here on WOCA The Source. I'm Galen Udall. I'm with John Ivory and Coach Castaneda. Final here from Westport is 35-12. But Kaz, it was pretty evident that Steve Rim was not happy the way that game finished.
Oh no, they went ahead and put some scores on there. They didn't have to, but that's something he'll remember if he plays them again.
I thought it was classless what Spruce Creek did in the fourth quarter. There was no need for them to be slinging it around like they were. Obviously.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Let them score. I mean, it's your job to stop them. It's your job to stop them.
Well, the thing is, it's not throwing the ball or anything. Is you can run your same offense with different kids when the game's out of hand.
Sure.
And
I mean, they barely even took out the starters.
Yeah, and they're throwing.
It'd be one thing if they were chucking around the backups to get the backups some work.
Fair enough.
But they're doing what the starters still in the game.
What we don't know, and I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. What we don't know is if they had COVID issues and they didn't get a lot of reps, or
they had 80 kids dressed out tonight.
Fair
You
enough.
sound like a freaking Democrat right now.
Wow. That's the worst thing you've ever said to me. All right, so we kind of talked about it all game, but where does Westport go from here, boys? I think we agree special teams their biggest weakness.
Yeah. But really, what's going to happen is an off-season program. They got to get stronger, faster. They got to work together. But you don't know how long this thing's going to last, what's going on here. I mean, it's just kind of...
Well, inauguration day is what, John?
January 20th.
There you go.
That's
So-
when it's over?
Yeah. Yeah, because by then Biden will have said, I solved, I basically cured the modern day cancer.
Well, I like the guy from Pennsylvania over there saying that he wants you to wear a mask in the house.
I saw that.
And then
It's
the guy, the Pelosi's nephew over in California, they got to wear a mask when they go to a restaurant, and they got to take the mask off, take a bite, and then
saw
put
that.
the mask back on.
Unbelievable.
It's the most.
Is that guy a moron?
It's the most asinine stuff.
I don't wanna
Is
get
that guy a moron or what?
I don't want to get sidetracked.
All right, let's get back on task. Back on
But
Westport.
a couple of things. One, I do think Steve Rim's building something here. Two things has to happen. One, they have to have a great offseason. Two, they got to get a couple of more players. How they get them, whether they're coming in part of the part of the incoming class, or do some of the kids that he coached at MCYFL that have gone on to other programs thinking that's where they needed to be, and they come home. That's the question. For the first time, does Westport start to recruit players instead of having players leave?
Well,
well, we can't use the word recruit. Let's.
Oh, okay, attract.
Yes, attract.
Attract.
By the way, someone commented on our live feed saying we're biased announcers.
We are.
This is a Westport.
correct.
This is a Westport football show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We are not here to tout Spruce Creek, who we will never see. Well, we'll see him next year, but yeah, we can't use the word attract. we can't use the word recruit. They need to attract players to come here, and I think
Well,
they did a
you
pretty
know,
good job
I
of
mean,
doing
I
it this
mean,
year.
you're looking for an easy way out. And that's not that might
No,
not
no,
happen.
no, that no, no.
But you got to develop players.
Agreed,
And,
but
I mean, and that's
you got
what
to
it
make
is.
and you got to make sure your kids who are in your pipeline at the youth football level are coming here.
you got
and
it.
not
You can be
Exactly.
the greatest chef in the world. You still have to have good ingredients.
But you can. I'll tell you what. How many Division I players you can have on
That's
a
fair.
team?
That's fair.
You know, you develop most of your players that you get are regular kids, and they're overachievers.
Sure.
And you got to develop them. They work
I
hard in the
respect
weight
that.
room, and that's what you got to do. And you know, once this thing gets over with, I think that's how you develop players.
All right, so
Because they got talent out there. Don't get
They
me wrong.
do.
They got talent.
They
So
do.
they don't need no more talent. They just need to develop.
Savino's got an entire year basically to get healthy. Elijah Hopkins comes back better. You know,
Your offensive line
the offensive
comes
line
back.
is all young.
Yeah.
You're losing Larry Brooks. I don't know how you feel that. That's just
Well,
a
you
hole.
don't, but you get better players that play better technique.
You know, you get Trey Stokes, who's growing into his own body, and you get Leonard Hill, who's growing into his body, and then you just continue to develop. But I'll tell you what, boys, it's been a ball. Had a great time this
Yeah.
year, and I hope you have too. And maybe we'll do
Well,
it
look at
again.
this. Hey, Coach Rem is going to meet him over there.
Yeah. Well, with that,
Coach Rem's
anything
meeting
you
with
want
the
to say
coach.
there, Kaz?
Well, I just put up a tweet.
No, I just think
I hope Westport remembers the classlessness of Spruce Creek tonight for running up the
Spruce
score.
Creek?
Give them hell in 2021. Oh yeah, I tagged them.
Attaboy. Good. All right.
Hey, y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
It's
All
been fun.
If we
And-
do the Dunellen Vanguard game, I'll call
If we
it.
do any more games, let me know.
Yeah. Well, I would hope so.
Listen, I want to do if we do another game, we got to do Final Four Trinity Catholic versus Trinity Christian.
Trinity's going to have to pay me. I did a whole season. They didn't show a lot of support. All right. So, for the Coach Kaz, thank you very much, Kaz.
Enjoyed it.
John Ivory, the
Yeah.
troll.
The troll, the
Follow him at
the
7-on-7.
COVID denier.
Yes. And I'm Galen Udall. And I do. Big shout out to Steve Rim and the Cotter staff for your hospitality. The Booster Club for doing everything. They gave me a shirt, which is pretty big. McCarson Electric, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, David. And for McCarson Electric, call them, please. Phone number again, 352-812-4486. I'm Galen Udall. You've been listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.